What is going, boys? How's it going, bro? I can barely speak. How's everybody doing? What's up? Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can. How we doing today, boys? And no, was somebody late? Was someone late? Yes, I was late. All right, sorry. I apologize for being a couple minutes late. I'll be honest, I literally woke up like 20 minutes ago from a nap. All right, like I worked like an early shift. I only slept 4 hours, and then I was like, I need to sleep before the stream. Because if we get some Resident Evil 9 more news, or if we get some Resident Evil news, I'm gonna need to be fully locked in, boys. But how is everybody doing, boys? How we doing? As mentioned, if you guys didn't know, if you guys missed the community post, we are gonna be streaming some State of Play today, some PlayStation State of Play, and we'll see. We got the freaking Resident Evil 5 music. I'm super freaking hyped. Let's freaking go. How's it going? Mimi, go see CJP. How's it going? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, hold up. Oh, it's not going. Wait, hold up. It didn't go through. Yeah, it's going through, but it's not on this scene. Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. I really appreciate it, Dan City. For the knock, for the 11 knock. I really appreciate it. I actually don't even know what knock is. But I appreciate you, Dan City. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? I just realized that my alert doesn't fully... It popped up. But the Wesker dancing didn't pop up. So I apologize. But yes, I had a little alert that shows Wesker dancing. It didn't pop up because I have to think about that. You know what I mean? Next time I'll have to rearrange some stuff. But thank you, man. Thank you so much for starting off the stream. Freaking hot. W's in the chats for Dan City, man. Appreciate you. Now, boys, I'm super excited, super hyped. Now, I'm curious, boys. Super curious. What are you guys looking forward to? I'm gonna be honest. I'm expecting, obviously, some Resident Evil 9 news. If we get like a little bit, this showcase apparently is gonna be an hour. It's gonna be 60 minutes. So if we don't get any freaking Resident Evil stuff in 60 minutes, I'm gonna be freaking confused. I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna be confused. Which reminds me too, we should also put the little title and stuff, the little timer. Yeah, let's do that, boys. Let's freaking put the timer so everybody knows how much time we got. So what is it? Let's put a countdown. Bum, 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 bum. I think it's in 26 minutes. Right? Is my math correct? Is it in 26 minutes, boys? I don't know. I think it's in 26. Math was never my strong suit. After school, I was like, I'm never doing math ever again. I don't need to. It's kind of dipped since then. So, yeah. I think it's in 26 minutes. So yeah, 1 second. All right, let's put some friggin' text. We'll do that. We'll go with 26 minutes. Yeah, we'll go with 26 minutes. Mimi with the membership. Thank you, Mimi, for being continued support of new HCF. You're HCF? Sheesh. W in the chats. W in the chats. I appreciate you, Mimi. Yo, you're hella supporting the channel with an HCF. Nobody's an HCF. You're the first HCF in the channel. For those of you that don't know the lore on HCF, that's Wesker's organization when he shows up in Resident Evil Code Veronica. So I appreciate you. I hella appreciate you. You're gonna get some shout outs in the videos. Mimi, I appreciate you. Yes. Melworld, how's it going? Martin, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for all the support, boys. I really appreciate it. I honestly feel like I don't deserve it because I was like late. But I appreciate it, boys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I'm actually just getting organized right now. I'm just setting up the timer so you guys can see when we're going to be starting. We are going to start in just, I guess, 25. We're a bit early. Like I said, I usually like to do this a little bit long just so that, a little bit earlier, I should say. Mostly because I kind of want to see what's up. Wait, what? I can't even see my timer. Why is my timer not showing up? There we go. Yeah, okay, it's there. Okay, we're good with the timer. That is the correct time, right? Yeah. Well, no. No. That should be 33 minutes. It's okay. We'll change it after. Martin says, did you like Chronos more than Silent Hill 2 Remake? No. I think I liked Silent Hill 2 Remake a lot more. Chronos was just a little bit strange, if I'm being honest. The world was very, very different. I didn't really fully get it, if that makes sense. So I would say no. I would say Silent Hill 2 Remake is still better than Chronos. I didn't even finish Chronos. Chef says demo. That's a lot of hopium. That would be sick. Obviously, as a Resident Evil fan, I would love that. I think it's really strange that we haven't had a demo, and that Capcom specifically said we're not going to have a demo before the game's launch. So, hey, if that ends up happening, that would be fantastic. But I want to get my hopes up, right? Because Capcom did specifically say that they're not going to do that. So that's just very, you know what I mean? It's very strange. I don't know. I don't know what to say, boys. This is like going to be the first Resident Evil where we don't have a demo. So that's what I mean. It's like I can kind of see us getting a demo, but then I can also see, like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Oh, what's going on here? It says I'm having a CPU. Why am I having a CPU overload? I'm going to get rid of the... Yeah, it's saying I have a CPU overload. Why? I haven't seen that in many years. Wait. Why do I have a CPU overload? Maybe, you know what? I have been adding a bunch of stuff to my setup. So I think I've been going a little crazy with my setup. Hold up. Let me get rid of some stuff. I think that's what's going on. I think I'm getting a little too fancy. I have way too much stuff. I think that's what's happening. If not, it could... No, it's a CPU overload. Why? Why do I have a CPU overload? Hold up, boys. I don't know what's going on. You know what? Let's switch here. I don't think it's that. You know what? Yeah, everything's fine now. I think it's just because I have way too much stuff. Yeah, I think it's because I have way too much stuff. Okay, I need to chill. I need to chill with my stream. I'm going beyond my streaming PC's capabilities. I need to chill with that. Maybe Wesker says, what do you think about Ada Wong not being in Resident Evil 9, or is that not true? So nothing has been officially confirmed. That's actually a very good question, Mimi. And yeah, that's a very good question. That's actually something I kind of want to discuss in a video, but I'll kind of touch on it just a little bit right here. So, as mentioned, there's nothing confirmed as to if Ada Wong is going to show up. A lot of people are saying, oh, Ada Wong is definitely not going to show up because the director recently said, or the producer said that, you know, that they're not going to have like a lot of characters in the story. And a lot of people are taking that as if that just automatically means that that's not the case, right? We're not going to get Ada, but it's like that doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means like this is something that the director and the producer have actually stated roughly around a month ago, where they stated that, yeah, they don't want to be too fan servicey, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get fan service. So does that mean we're going to get Ada? Again, it's not explicitly stated that we're not going to get Ada. So it would be weird if we didn't get Ada. I think personally we are going to get Ada because Resident Evil 6, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff we've covered on Resident Evil 6. If you guys have missed those streams or you guys don't know what happens, a lot of stuff happens with between Leon and Ada. So Ada's always kind of been like Leon's protector, if I'm being 100% honest. Not that Leon needs it, but we'll see. You know what I mean? Dang, thank you so much, TFA El Dante, man. Thank you so much, guys, for the continued support. Thank you. We got 2 new HCF members. Thank you so much. Guys, what's going on? I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys are going to get some shout outs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Martin says, people have mixed opinions on Chronos. Do you think it's anywhere near as good as Dead Space Remake or not at all? Yeah, no, I don't think... I'll tell you right now, if you're thinking of picking up Chronos, definitely get it on a sale. Like, it's not a bad game. But it kind of feels like if Dead Space and RE4, OG RE4 had like a baby. It almost feels like that, but it's not better than the parents, if that makes sense in that analogy. Like Dead Space is still goated, RE4 is still like, you know what I mean, OG RE4 is still goated. So it doesn't surpass them, if that makes sense. It almost feels like just like a little cousin or a little brother. I don't know. I'm getting kind of twisted with all of my analogies, so I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I would say. Martin says there's a new leak saying Chris Redfield's a third playable character. He's tracking down. Chris. Dante says, hey, I appreciate you too. Mimi and I are watching you on the big screen right now. You are our favorite RE streamer. Wow, thank you so much, guys. That's a huge compliment. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I know you guys were mentioning that in the members post, and you guys, huge thank you. Huge thank you. You guys are supporting the channel. And you guys just joined the channel too, so I really appreciate it, guys. And also shout out to Leon and Ethan. Those are sick names, by the way. So just shout out. Duck down. Whoa, that's a crazy username. Says, I enjoyed Chronos Miles more than Silent Hill 2 Remake. Silent Hill Remake dodge makes game way too easy. That's interesting. So you actually liked it more than Silent Hill 2 Remake? Huh. Now for me, I would say I think the story is a little bit lackluster in my opinion for Chronos. But the combat, I do agree. Yeah, the dodge style was kind of janky a little bit in Silent Hill 2 Remake, but it's still good. I still prefer Silent Hill 2 Remake over Chronos, but I never beat it. I never beat Chronos. Mimi says, "Oh, you remember? LOL, that's so sweet." Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah, for those of you that don't know me that well, I actually remember everything. Okay, I literally remember everything. Also, shout out to TJ. I saw TJ was in the early chat. TJ's been like a long time subscriber, yo. I still remember my first subscribers, okay? Just so people are aware, okay? Sometimes my friend find that annoying that I kind of remember everything, but that's just how it goes, all right? I don't know. That's just how I am. Larissa, what's up, Larissa? Long time no see. Says, hey, excited for some Resident Evil? Yes. I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm super down. Shout out to TJ. Yeah, I don't know where TJ is. TJ was only here for a little bit. It's just like before the stream started, so he must be busy. But yeah, let's see. I'm checking if we missed any chats. I think we're good. Yeah, Melworld said Wolverine, Spider-Man 3, RA9, and DMC 6. Ooh, that's a good list. Yeah, guys, let me know, what do you guys want in a new in the new State of Play? By the way, the State of Play is going to be starting in half an hour or less than half an hour, 26 minutes. I guess I could bring it back. I only took it out because I was having a CPU overload, but I think I know why I was having the CPU overload. Well, you know what? Maybe I won't. You know what? I have so much. We're just gonna leave it like that, all right? Usually I have like the little timer and the ticker. It's gonna start soon, boys. I'm just gonna leave it at. I don't want to like brick my system, because my system is I have so much stuff. I've also been playing around with a bunch of stuff on Twitch, also like I said on YouTube, like on my YouTube stream and Twitch stream specifically. So there's gonna be a bunch of stuff that's gonna be new. Lots of stuff that's incoming, so stay tuned for that, boys. But yeah, I've been getting a little too carried away. Yeah, the story in Chronos is terrible. It's like no story at all. Yeah. I honestly I couldn't get into it. Might be for my name. I made it when I was like 12. LOL. My bad for my name. Yeah. I'm just gonna call you your mom. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna call you your mom because I'm not gonna read all of that. That's crazy. It's a crazy name. Damn, LOL. Maybe some more info on Fatal Frame and Silent Hill F collaboration. Oh, interesting. Is that happening? Interesting. Yo, I also have, that reminds me, since we're talking so much about Silent Hill, there was also a video I shot roughly around, I think 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago that I gotta edit for you guys. So that might be going up on the second channel. If you guys are unaware, I do have a second channel where I post kind of stream clips, stuff like that, or just stuff that's a little bit, you know what I mean, that I can just post whenever on just the second channel. So I think I might post it on there instead of the main channel, because the main channel, we've got a lot to cover. We got a lot to post, so we'll see how things are. You know what? Yeah. What are your thoughts on Silent Hill F? I think the game is atrocious. Yeah. I was kind of not hoping that it wasn't going to be as bad as I thought it was. But I'm going to be honest. I didn't want to make a review because it was just going to be me talking trash about it the whole time. There's like some good in it, but they've missed the mark. Like, the story is horrendous. I don't know who the Japanese storyteller guy is. Ryukishi, I think his name is Ryukishi07 or something like that, 007. That guy needs to stop writing. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. If you guys are interested in Silent Hill F, do not buy it at full price. Buy it when it's like literally $20 or under. It's not a game I would recommend at full price. I honestly feel bad that I paid that much. I paid way too much for that game. That game, yeah, it has a lot of issues. Like I said, there was a lot of potential there. There was potential for it to be a fantastic Silent Hill game, but they kind of just missed the mark, in my opinion. Maybe I'll still do a video. We'll see. I kind of just like, I'm gonna be way too negative, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, honestly, Silent Hill F was such a miss for me. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I just felt like, I love the fact that it was in Japan. Like, I love the fact that there was, like, you know what I mean? There was kids all together, but the story just makes zero sense. Like, the logic goes out the window. There is no logic in that game. We don't know if it's a dream. We don't know if it's actually happening. We don't know if it, and then it is happening. Spoiler alert. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Also, one bad thing that I was horrendous about the story was that they kept bringing new things that were happening, right? So they were like, oh, this happens, this happens, this, they're bringing up a lot of questions. And in the finale, you have to answer all of those questions, right? They don't do that. They just leave it open-ended and have more questions, which is just, yeah, it's horrendous storytelling, in my opinion. Neon Slice said Silent Hill F is a masterpiece. I wasted $80 on it. Oh shoot. By the way, I have talked to Neon Slice. Shout out to Neon Slice. He was in my comment section a couple weeks ago. I've never spoken to him, but it was funny how we ended up speaking. I will say it's funny. It's a funny story, but yeah, he's nice. He's super nice. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, when it comes to reviews for games, you have to find somebody that kind of aligns with what you have to say, right? For instance, I remember when I grew up, I remember watching a lot of Electric Playground. I don't know, shout out to Electric Playground. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them, but they used to be Reviews on the Run. They used to be these guys that used to like review games on television. And I always disagreed with the main guy, with Victor Lucas, but I always agreed with his like his co-host, who would always go against what he was saying. And so that's the thing, right? I mean, both of them were excellent reviewers, but the thing is that when you're looking for a review for a game, or you know, you're looking for it, make sure you pick somebody that aligns with a lot of like aligns with, usually like, oh, like this person agrees with the like 90% of what I say, right? Or 90% of what my takes are when it comes to video games. Because then it's a little more safer, right? Then it's like, okay, well then it's justified. I can pay $80, right? And you won't feel like that. So it's subjective, right? It's subjective, but it's also too, there's some reviews that are more objective. So you have to find the reviewer that kind of suits your taste, if that makes sense. Hey people, how's it going, Ratch? What's it going? Is it Rachel or Ratch? I'll say Ratch, but correct me if I'm wrong. How's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. And the gameplay in Silent Hill, my goodness, it's abysmal. Yeah, there's a lot of problems. That's why I wasn't sure if I wanted to make a full video, because like I said, I think I would have talked a lot of trash about it, but I wanted to like Silent Hill F, if that makes sense. Larissa says, I like Silent Hill F, but I don't like that the whole story, you need to do 5 playthroughs and it's not replayable to me. Yeah, Silent Hill games are not the type of games that you want to replay. It's not like Resident Evil. So you should be able to tell the majority of the story in the first playthrough, even if you get the horrible ending or you get the worst ending. The problem with me is that I got the good ending, but it didn't feel like the good ending. It felt like it was a bad ending. So I was like, you know, it's not great. What's up, Soul Stealer? How's it going, man? Ratch says, normally I'm on YouTube, but YouTube won't work. You can call me Rachel or Ratch. Okay, I'll call you Rachel. Thank you so much for stopping by then on Twitch. Appreciate you. Boys, actually, we're going to be starting in 20 minutes. So you know what? I don't know why let me turn on my gaming PC. One second. Thank you so much for following on Twitch. Yo, that music is so soothing. Yo, freaking Code Veronica, man. I need to know how to play that on piano. I actually found a piano teacher the other day, and I was like, yo, I might have to try my luck at playing piano. Because you know what? I've been trying to look for a piano teacher for the longest time. Does anybody play any instruments? Let me know in the comments, or in the chat. Because yo, if I was learning piano, that's one of the first things I'm learning. Freaking, I know how to play Moonlight Sonata, but it's been a hot minute. But that's just for me doing it. I don't know how to play piano. I tried when I was little, but I'm mostly a guitar player. So, yeah. Soul Stealer says, by the way, I didn't switch accounts, FYI. No, you're good. I'm getting Pragmata. Sebastian says, I play piano. Dude, that's sick. That'd be amazing. Me and my daughter are practicing for Elise. Nice. I almost pulled an RE Revelations line on Reflex and said, who's Rachel? Yeah, a lot of Resident Evil, yes. Rachel's kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. She is pretty, and she only lasts for like a couple of seconds. She's not even like that big of a character, funny enough. She is memorable though. She is memorable, but she sounds, have you guys played the raid mode? A couple of months ago we got the platinum, or I got the platinum on PlayStation for Resident Evil Revelations, and I was playing with a lot of viewers, right? Shout out to David from Germany, who was like literally carrying me, like literally on the hardest mission. That was David carried me so hard, bro. Nah, like just like how Taj says, he Mariah carried me like fully, bro. Like he literally carried me. Like he literally, like, I don't know, just to put things into perspective for those of you that missed that stream, he literally went out of his way to just kill everyone on the hardest level of the raid mode. But anyways, I was gonna say, going back to what I was saying about Rachel, with Rachel, if you play as Rachel on raid mode, she sounds so dumb. She's like, Rachel, on the scene. I'm not kidding, that's how she sounded. Rachel, on the scene. Okay, hold on, let me switch. So it says it's gonna start in 17 minutes. 7 minutes.
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play.
You can't hide forever. All right, we got that. Let me set. I'm just setting up my gaming PC, boys. So when we actually start, it'll just be a normal transition. Yo, I love this song. I'm so glad I added this to the playlist. Yo, I love this song. This Wesker theme is so good. Is this 2-on-2? 2-on-2. Right, Jill? I think it is. Or is this Wesker's theme? Is this Wind of Madness? Dun, dun, dun. No, this is Wind of Madness.
7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Oh shoot, I screwed up. All right, we're set up on the second gaming PC. Or I guess the gaming. I have two. I'm doing a dual PC set.
In hiding.
I know, right? Yo, this song is so goated. It's so goated. Yo, Wesker's lines when he's like chasing you and stuff, or he's doing a walk, and he's like, "There's no point in hiding. You can't hide forever." I love it.
You disappoint me. Is that the best you've got?
Yeah, it's just yo, Wesker's got so much aura, yo. He's got so much aura. If you guys have not played Resident Evil 5, what are you doing? You guys need to do that. It's so good. I wish I could have seen that Resident Evil musical, Symphony of Leon. Oh yeah, there's been a bunch of symphonies, right? Yeah, I didn't hear about the Symphony of Leon though. But yeah, they have them all the time, I think, in Japan, right? And there's that one that's actually coming up. So your future hinges on this fight. Yes, Chad. Yes. Yo, Chad, you guys are locked in, yo. You guys are hella locked in. Unpopular opinion, Wesker Var is the worst variant of Wesker. I mean, I think he's the most like the most out there Wesker. Like he's the most out there. But no, my boy has so much aura in RE5. I don't know if he's my favorite Wesker actually. Well, when I think of Wesker, I think of DC. Like DC Douglas is a voice actor for RE5 Wesker, also RE, you know, the Mercenaries and stuff. His performance, his performance is so memorable. You know what I mean? It's like Chris, it's like Roger Craig Smith, for example, the voice actor for Chris in Resident Evil 5 and 6, and there's other games, but his Wesker, it is pretty out there. I would say, yeah, I mean, I might have to save that for a video. That's actually a good video. What's the best Wesker and ranking them? Why have I not done that? You know what I mean? I should have done that. I prefer Wesker and RE1 or RECV. Well, okay, I half agree with you. RECV is pretty badass. RE1, you barely, unless you're talking about like OG RE1. Because OG RE1, he's pretty funny. But like, RECV, yeah, RECV is pretty sick. That's when it started. Complete global saturation. Once Ouroboros reaches optimal altitude, Ouroboros will spread, ensuring complete global saturation. Like, DC's got so many good lines, but DC has so many good lines, but CV Wesker also has some go-to lines. Like, he's got some pretty go-to lines. I'm trying to think. I despise Chris. I could see you doing a tier list of Wesker. That would be sick. I know, right? Yo, I think Rachel, you just reminded me. I gotta do that. It's been in my list for a long time. I'm not kidding. There's like a list of Resident Evil videos that have been in the back burner. That one's one of them. So I need to do that. Yeah, I need to do that. We're gonna have to do that maybe like soon. We're gonna have to do that soon. Remind me, boys, if I ever forget. But we got to do that. We'll do it on stream. Resident Evil Code Veronica Remake is going to fix Wesker in 2027. Well, that's not confirmed that it's coming out in 2027, but do I think that Capcom is going to make a Resident Evil Code Veronica? Hells yeah. I mean, the Resident Evil community has been wanting a Resident Evil Code Veronica since before RE4 Remake. Literally after RE3 Remake, everybody was asking to have, you know what I mean, like Resident Evil Code Veronica. So that's definitely something that everybody wants. But is it gonna happen in 2027? You can't say that for certain. The leaks are pretty bad. And by the way, I also gotta cover those Code Veronica leaks. Code Veronica leaks are literally, they're so bad. They're so bad. Like there's so many problems. Yeah, I'm gonna go over it. I'll tell you guys all about it, but there's a lot of problems in the little sentences that I've seen. Holy cow! No, there's so many problems with the Code Veronica leaks, which I will go over probably after RE9's release, just because, you know, RE9's the next big thing. But I'll definitely catch up on those leaks, but because what I've seen, it's been pretty bad, especially due to wanting another Claire game, having the last two being Remake 2 and Revelations 2. Yes, Claire needs some, I mean, I would say Code Veronica is probably my favorite game for Claire. Just because, I don't know, I'd love, if you guys have not played Code Veronica, I highly recommend it. I was actually, one of my viewers was just playing it, and he was telling me he was playing on Xbox 360, and his controls were really bad. I had no idea that the Xbox 360 version of Code Veronica you couldn't switch the control settings. Is that true? I haven't verified that. But if you can switch the control settings, switch to controller setting C, because the other control settings are complete trash. All right, just FYI. Yeah, definitely do that, boys. Definitely do that. But yes, 100% recommend Code Veronica. It's very goofy at times. It almost feels like a cheesy, like, Japanese drama, like a soap opera. Like, it almost feels like that, but then it has really sick moments. You know what I mean? That's the first time where we saw Wesker aura farming. He's literally, like, running up walls and stuff. He's literally pulling up, like, the Matrix. Okay, like, RE5 is just like the end of, like, what Code Veronica started, because you could already see the Matrix, like all of the stuff that you see in the Matrix with RE5, which I know a lot of people don't really like. in Resident Evil 5 already with Wesker, but Code Veronica already started it. Like, there's so many moments where it's like, yo, Wesker's literally aura farming. It's crazy. Maybe I'll try that. I've always struggled to play it. Can we count Gun Survivor 2 for games with playable clay? No. Gun Survivor 2 is just like a worse version of Code Veronica. It's just like an arcade version of Code Veronica. I remember playing that as a kid because I owned Gun Survivor 2. I still own it. And I was like, what the frick is this game? I'm like, what, is this just Code Veronica? It's so bad. No, that does not count. I would not count that at all. Gun Survivor 2 is not even worth talking about. That's actually the reason why I never tried Gun Survivor 1, because I thought it was going to be like Gun Survivor 2. Gun Survivor 2 is just not great. I don't know what the freak. I don't know who wanted to make that game. That game is... it's got issues. I don't know. It's not even fun. Like, as a kid, I was like, this is not fun. So I don't know. I haven't played it as an adult. Has anybody played it as an adult? Is it as bad as I remember, or am I just tripping? Maybe it's like goated. No. I'm sorry. I trust my little self. Okay. Literally me at 11 when I was playing Code Veronica and Gun Survivor 2. I think I was like 12 or 13. Yeah, I think I was 12 and 13 when I played Gun Survivor 2. No, I trust myself, okay? My taste has not changed. I had pretty good taste as a kid, all right? So, I'm sorry, but nah. Do you think CV Remake will play like RE2 Remake? I don't think so. That's a good question, though. I think, yeah, because I think obviously Clara isn't doing like a lot of dodges or a lot of the knife stuff, but you could make the argument. Yeah, I can kind of see. That's a very good point. I mean, I might have to make a video kind of sharing my full thoughts on that. I like that that question, Martin. I might have to take a picture of that, take a screenshot. Wait, am I on? Hold up, I'm on the wrong. Might have to take a, yeah, we'll take a screenshot of that. That's a good thing. I like that idea. Gun Survivor 1. Oh, wait, the frick? Oh, why does it do that? I want to take a screenshot and it just, yeah, there you go. Gun Survivor 1 is great for the memes. Yeah, but I haven't even played Gun Survivor 1. I keep like, I have it installed. I have the emulator, I have everything, but I just haven't like gone to it. We got to do that. REGS2. Oh, Gun Survivor 2 is very, very bad. Not even voice acting. Okay. All right. Then, yeah, it's as bad as I remember. Yeah, they're rough. The controls for 360 of CVX, you can't change, bruh. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. I was like, that makes no sense. Oh, we're at 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Boys, we're going to start soon.
7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Quick, boys. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see? Spam it in chat. I want to know what you guys want to see, and I'm going to think about what I want to see. I want, first off, any Resident Evil news. That's why we're here. We're going to be covering it. Hopefully we get it. This is going to be an hour-long state of play. So, for starters, hoping for RA news. Second, I hope we get some freaking Onimusha. Okay, Onimusha, for those of you that don't know, they're rebooting the whole series. It is based off of Resident Evil. So if you like Resident Evil, it's basically Resident Evil with samurais. They're fighting demons or yokais and all these. It's basically Japanese mythological monsters or cryptids. And it's set in like this one is set in the Edo period. So I think 18th century of Kyoto. So really cool. Really cool. I'm hyped to see more gameplay of that. I've heard people that play tested it back in June of last year said it was pretty hyped. It was pretty hype. So I definitely want to see that. We're definitely going to be covering that game once it releases. It's supposed to release this year, though we still don't have an official date. It would be cool if we got some Pragmata. Has anybody played Pragmata? Is Pragmata good? I know they released a demo exclusively for Steam. Might have to try that out because I don't know. To me, it looked a little bit weird. I don't know if it plays weird. Maybe it plays great. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Resident Evil Gun Survivor 1 is great in a bad way. It took everything from RE OG, but worse. At least they tried their own thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to just lock in and do it. That's gonna be an upcoming stream then. Well, after RE9 releases, but yeah. Because there's not that many RE games that I haven't played. But that was one of them, just because I knew Gun Survivor 2 was horrendous. So I was like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even like I said, I grew up playing Gun Survivor 2, and I'm like, that game sucked. So if it's better than Gun Survivor 2, then I should try it. I should. Jesus Ortiz says, "What's up, Jesus?" He says, "Silent Hill remake." That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Yes, Bloober Team is doing that, right? I don't know if it's a little bit too early for them to showcase anything, unless they were working on it even before Silent Hill 2 remake. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they even announce. Like, we've got an announcement already, so I think they're probably just going to be hard at work. But wait, we might end up getting, what's the other Silent Hill game? Silent Hill Townfall? Is that the one? There's one Silent Hill game that hasn't released yet. I think it's called Townfall. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jack and Daxter Trilogy Remake Remaster Onimusha Fable, I hear, is no longer Xbox exclusive. Ooh, really? Well, I mean, Xbox has been kind of, yeah. Yeah, Fable, I never grew up playing Fable because I never had an Xbox. But I've heard like they've added a lot of interesting things to it. But I don't know. I played a little bit of Fable 1. I bought it on Steam, like the anniversary edition or something like that. I thought it was pretty funny, but it's it looks very different from like the previous Fable. So I don't know. I can't 100% say that it'll be a good thing, like a good game. I really can't. Infamous 4. Yo, it has been a hot minute since we got Infamous. I don't know. Maybe we'll get like I don't know if we'll get an announcement for Infamous. That seems like almost like an end of the year or like Summer Games Fest kind of vibes. You know what I mean? State of Play, I think they're just going to reveal stuff that we already know that they're working on just a little bit more. But I mean, hey, if they do, that'd be sick too. Not going to lie. Or maybe just like a teaser. Yeah, because it's been a hot minute. We haven't had an Infamous game since 2014, right? I mean, Sucker Punch has just been focused on Ghost of Tsushima, right? And Ghost of Yotei. So... yeah, it's interesting. All right, we got 2 minutes, boys. 2 minutes. Oh, you know what? Let's mute this. Let's mute that. I was gonna. Sometimes that music is copyright, so we'll have to mute this on stream later. So we'll just not look at it. But the Gun Survivor is number 4. Also, they call it Dead Aim. Also, Dead Aims. Yeah, Dead Aim 2. Yo, Dead Aim was a game I always wanted to play as a kid. But I always just played Outbreak. Outbreak File 2 is the game I always got. I don't know why. There's 3 Resident Evil games I've never played. Well, I guess you could say 4. Umbrella Corp, because I just stayed away. I own it. I bought it recently, like I think like a year ago for like really cheap. I'm saving it for like a funny stream. I might have to do that. Is the server still up for Umbrella Corp? Yeah, you know what? I might have to do that. I might have to do that. Umbrella Corp looks really bad. So, anyways, that's my number 1 game. Second is Gun Survivor 1, then Dead Aim, and then Gaiden as well. Gaiden for the game. I got it right now on my PS Vita. So I've had it on my system. I've had it on my gaming PC for the longest time. Like I said, I just put it on my Vita. My recently new Vita, by the way. So I have to just lock in and play it. I have to. I actually love Dead Aim, even though... Oh, wait. I did play Dead Aim, though. I did try it, but I never beat it. So I don't know if that counts. I did play Dead Aim, but I never beat it. Like, I only played at the beginning. So I guess 3 games I haven't played. Both Outbreaks are good. Yeah, no, I've played Outbreaks. I beat Outbreak, I think, a couple months ago with Virus the Virus. Shout out to Virus, who actually just sent me a message. I got sorry, Virus, if you're here, if you're lurking. I don't think he is, but just in case. My bad, dude. I gotta answer your message, man. My bad. I had to take a nap. I'm sorry. All right. So it's gonna start in 21 seconds, boys. Rachel says, yes, I've played Resident Evil Dead. Is it Deadly Silence or Dead Silence? Yeah, I played it. It's the Nintendo DS version. It's actually pretty good. I like that version. I will say, though, I still like to play that version, but like the original. Oh, shoot. Because there's like the knifing sections. All right, we need to lock in, bros. We need to lock in. This program contains mature content that may not be suitable for all audiences. Hide your children! Hide your children!
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
Yeah, I was gonna say Deadly Silence is actually it is a pretty good version. But I was gonna say, I still play like the classic version on Deadly Silence. Because sometimes the knifing section is a bit weird. Oh, what is this, bro? Isn't this that, like... Okay, you guys are gonna hear a lot of complaining, by the way. You guys are gonna hear me complain a lot. This is that Koa thing. I'm gonna double check the volume. You might hear an echo.
That temple has been sealed as long as I can remember. Dangerous corruption was locked inside, along with the secrets of forgotten practice.
Targeted Rebellion, what's up, Targeted? He says, I expect Silent Hill 1 to show up in the showcase as well as R9. Hopefully that will release. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, like we kind of discussed that earlier. If it does happen, that's sick, but I'm not gonna hold out hope for that. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Because this is the first time Capcom has ever said that they wouldn't give us a demo. What's up, Jay Miggy? How's it going, man?
Maybe you can do the same.
Let's go. We're gonna start, boys.
Fear will bind you, gripping to the present, which must always pass. Regret will bind you, longing for the past you cannot change. Love will bind you, yearning for a future you will not see. Unbound, may you depart in peace.
Oh, it's Kenna. I said Koa. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, is it called Kenna or Koa? Because there was like a first game of that. I'm pretty sure I got like a PlayStation Plus.
We hope you enjoyed that first
that I
look at
never
our next
played,
game,
and I'm
Kenna,
never gonna
Scars
play.
of Cosmora.
After the amazing response to Kenna Bridge of Spirits in
Kenna
2021,
too. How's it
the team
going,
is excited
user?
to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better this time around. Our partnership with PlayStation Studios has empowered us to expand our scope while still staying true to what made the first game special.
Since her adventure in Bridge of Spirits,
Targeted says,
Kenna
yeah.
has grown into an older, more experienced spirit guide. Her reputation now precedes her. She comes to a new land called Cosmora, home to multiple distinct communities. On this adventure, Kenna discovers a spirit guide's role in helping living people, not only those who have passed away.
Yo, was
With
that the
PlayStation
mom? Yo, she
Studios
got a little bit
support, we're
freaky
building on
there.
Everything that fans loved about the first game.
Haven't missed anything.
Deeper,
Just got here.
more
It just
dynamic
started. So no, you have not missed
Epic
anything,
boss
yo. You're
battles,
just in time. You're just in
a
time,
larger,
actually.
richer world.
Thank
and
you
of
for stopping
course,
by.
Our charming spirit companions.
Kena,
Make sure to leave a
Scars of
like,
Cosmora
boys.
Releases on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, come on. Let's start the show already, all right? I don't care about Kenna. I could care less about that. Get her out of here, right? Done. Okay, we don't need to know the broadcast date. We're all here. Come on, State of Play. Show us. Don't give us that. Don't give us the broadcast. PlayStation.
Long ago,
Ghost of
in the wilds
Yote.
of Esso, demons terrorized the land and subjugated its people.
I was gonna say, what if this is
They were
infamous?
known as
But it's not. It's literally Ghost of Yote.
the Spider.
Is this like the 4-player, like, challenge mode?
The Kitsune.
Has anybody played Ghost of Yote? Is it good? I've heard some mixed things. I've heard from some of my friends say that it's good.
Back.
Not from my friends. Well, one
Cut down.
actually I don't know. I know if the professional played it, but I don't remember if he said it was good or not. I think he said it was okay. Is this co-op? Team up against demonic Yotei 6. Choose your team 4 playable classes.
Nothing can stop the
Never
true
played it, but I
warrior
want to.
from vengeance, not even death.
Yeah, Ghost of Yotei. March 10th. Free DLC for Ghost of Yotei owners.
Who do you think will come out on top?
It's a Hideo Kojima game. So I know it's going to be weird. I know it's going to be really wacky, but it's probably super fun. The story's probably not going to make much sense. Am I far off here? For those of you that have played it? Dang, alright. I don't know what the freak they did to Troy Baker, though. Troy Baker looked like... Oh, this is the 007 game?
Bad Robot Games, and game director of 4 Loop. As a game designer, a core goal of mine has always been to make game experiences that offer interesting surprises and unpredictable moments that never get old. The result is 4 Loop, an emergent, challenging, 4-player combat sandbox where you and your friends succeed through cooperation and improvisation, and where no 2 runs are ever the same.
What is this? Is this the Alien game?
At the heart of 4 Loop is a probability map, which combines alien technology
The
and
Magellan
human
Siren is
ingenuity to
hilarious
plot
in
your
Death
best path
Stranding.
forward to defeat the
Graphics are very
invaders.
beautiful. Never cared
Each
for Death
node
Stranding.
represents a different mission with its
Death
own
Stranding is
risks,
cool, but for
rewards,
just a
and
very
surprises.
complicated story.
Everyone
I
votes
see.
to choose the next mission.
That
Once
sounds
you've
about
chosen
right.
a node on the probability map, your team will teleport into
Graphics,
the
animation,
mission.
and press, that's all I would give
You
it.
have
Yeah.
to collect mission-critical resources.
I don't know, I have never
or
tried
even
it, so that's
rescue
why I wanted to
survivors
ask for
that
it.
can offer cool upgrades for your gear.
Why does
all
this
while
look
trying
like
to avoid
really
alien
bad?
forces constantly sending drop pods
Why is he
and
shooting
kill
like that?
bots to stop you. We've worked hard to ensure that there are tons of items to choose from and a lot of strange creatures and mysterious things to encounter. For example, this weird alien plant is called a blink root, where you can collect a blink berry, which will teleport anyone who touches it to a random, distant location. All the various enemies, weapons, items, and mission objectives are all designed to interact with each other in
This
dynamic
looks like a
ways that
PS3
create
game.
emergent gameplay and endless, replayable chaos. That means your decisions really matter, and creativity and improvisation are key. We really
This
want
game
players
is
to
already
try
looking
things
mid at
and
best.
think outside the
Yeah,
box,
what the frick
like
is going on
hacking
with
an
like
alien
the...
terminal to provide intel to the rest
What
of the
is
team,
going on?
or
I don't
being
even
bombarded by
understand.
Killbot drop pods.
They
or
just
barely
drop us,
escaping
like-
with your life.
Also, did you just see how like
And if you do die,
like
don't worry.
slidey he
So long
was
as one
right
of you
there?
makes it back to home base, you'll be reprinted and ready to try again.
reprinted?
The
What
home
the
base
frick?
is a place for your team to readjust their strategy, evolve your loadout, and choose rewards from an increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades.
The menu looks horrendous.
Each act of the probability map culminates in one of multiple boss battles. This is the scanner boss.
Why does he
Huge
shoot like
geologic
that? What is
surveyor
with
that
the
scans for flux deposits to harvest?
what is with the
Its scan
shooting?
fields are very lethal, creating a dynamic obstacle course of lasers to avoid while attempting to destroy the boss itself. Because the scanner's body rotates like a 3D puzzle, you want to spread out and attack it from all sides. All, of course, while avoiding the slow-moving, lethal laser grids. Our goal here is to create something new, where every run has you
PlayStation keeps
yelling
making
and
these
laughing
irrelevant
and
games
saying,
that no
I
one
can't
wants to
believe
play.
that just happened. We're currently in pre-beta, so there's still plenty of
Can I
polish
get
to
some
come,
more examples
and
of
we need players
PlayStation
like you
games
to
that nobody
join
wants to
us
play?
in upcoming
I
playtests.
automatically thought Last
Your
of Us
feedback will be
Part
invaluable
2.
in helping us make this
Last of
game
Us Part
truly
3.
great. We can't wait for you to play it
Freaking
for
Last of
yourselves.
Us, bro. They fell off so
Now,
hard.
Go and fail to save the world.
For Live. I'm never touching that game. That game looks like it's still on pre-alpha. Oh, we got Pragmata.
What's this?
What's this? What's... Why am I trying to sound like... I can't. My voice doesn't go that high. I'm tripping. What's
Looks a bit like New York.
I can't. I literally
Is that a
cannot.
place on Earth?
Is that a place? I can't. I don't know why I try. I don't know why I'm trying.
I haven't seen anyone besides you since leaving the vault.
All alone, huh?
All
I have a
alone.
feeling.
Hey, Hugh. What were you like as a kid?
When I was young, I was in an orphanage. I was a lot like you.
Oh, I thought that was
I had a
it.
few bumps along the way,
That's all he was gonna say.
but I had someone
I was in an orphanage.
looking out for me. And now it's your turn.
That, I'm not gonna lie, that looked really cringe. That was, that sounded super cringe. That was some Japanese soap opera right there.
Reinforcements.
What the frick?
What in the...
Okay, the monsters look hella freaky, I'm not gonna lie. Is this supposed to be like a kid's game? Cause that looked hella freaky, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we got some Resident Evil 9. Let's freaking go, chat.
Raccoon City all dead from the same thing.
Yeah, that's not good. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under.
He's looking at his hand.
Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
This is Leon waiting when he's in there, right? That's what it looks like. He just got in there. He's waiting for...
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Opus?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers of the CIA or the Pentagon.
Hey, that was blonde hair. Was that Ashley or Sherry? Ooh, let's freaking go!
We're running out of time.
Let's freaking go! Oh yeah, and it shows the infection.
Why me?
The team has settled on a person of interest.
It's going to Raccoon. That's the gas
A former
station.
T-virus researcher.
Oh, that looked like Alyssa. That looked like Alyssa.
Raccoon City was where it all began.
Yo, that's freaking sick.
I can't talk.
That's like RE6, bro. Wait, where are those little
Any more
kids?
regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
That looked like Alyssa, yeah. Or, I guess not. I guess I said that, but I don't think so. I think it was just a little kid.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
That's Sherry. That's freaking Sherry. Let's freaking go, dude. Yeah. Right? That's Sherry. Let's freaking go,
everyone.
dude.
I'm Sean Benson. And I'm Sid Schumann. We're back with a new batch of games on their way to
Let's
PS5.
go, dude. That's
Before we
freaking
begin,
Sherry,
we
bro.
wanted to
Highlight the upcoming release dates for both Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem.
That's what I wanted too. I
Both
said
are
that. I
coming
was
soon
like,
to
I
PS5
want Sherry
with
to make a
support for
comeback,
PS5
bro.
Pro.
She did. That's freaking sick, dude.
Now, let's return to the
That's-
dark world
that's what
of
I was saying. I
Nazgûl
wanted
with an
Sherry to come
announcement
back.
for fans of Legacy of Kain. 2003's
Freaking
Legacy
go,
of Kain
dude.
Defiance is being remastered
Yeah, or if
by
not, then
Crystal
it's
Dynamics
Ashley, but
and
that
will
looked
be
like
available
Sherry.
to pre-order today.
No demo that
The final
no.
chapter in the Soul Reaver saga
As
brings
mentioned,
players into the
Capcom already
conflict
said that there
between
wasn't
the
going to be a
vampire
demo.
Kain and his betrayed
But
lieutenant,
yo, they
Raziel.
showcased so much stuff. They
This
showcased so
remaster
much
boasts
stuff. Did you
updated
guys see
HD
like the
graphics,
little
a new
kids?
third-person
There's a bunch of
camera,
like freaking weird
and
little kids.
wayfinding level maps.
What
as
the hell
well
is
as
that
bonus
about?
features like character skins,
It's like kids with like red eyes and stuff.
lost levels, deep lore, photo mode, and more. The digital deluxe version of the game includes promotional comics and a playable demo of Dark Prophecy, the unreleased sequel to Defiance.
Given the choice, whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates for another throw against
I
one's
can't wait that
destiny.
long, OMG. I'm gonna have to watch it about
What was
5 more
it
times to really take all that happen. I know it was. We're gonna do that. We're gonna
Legacy
do
of
that.
Kain Defiance
the kids, the city
Remastered
outbreak,
launches next
Jailbroken.
month and
Yeah,
will be available to pre-order
that's gonna be
starting
sick,
today.
dude. That just brings me back to like not just Raccoon City, but also like a better version of Tall Oaks. I enjoy your breakdowns, but we're gonna be doing a breakdown. But we're gonna do it after this, just so everyone's clear.
original PlayStation.
The reason I wait till after is because the stream is always going to look
RPG
pretty bad.
tells the story of
So
6 heroes who
the
rise
actual
against an
video
empire
always looks
invaded
really
with
crisp. So
overwhelming
we're going to wait till
power.
that. They're probably posting it right now, actually.
マスターにより作られし戦闘兵器
Enjoy deep strategic gameplay with over
But at least we see new
100
locations
unit
in Share
classes,
Journey. Yeah, that's the
including
first time we
knights
actually
and
see
new types of
Leon
monsters.
at the
And
R.P.D.
countless hours of gameplay,
which is pretty
with
sick.
6 main storylines and side quests across 24 nations.
大陸の守護者たる私たちの兵をこうもたやすく
Brigandine Abyss launches this year,
1998.
and you
I'll
can
never
wishlist
forget
it starting
September
today.
30th.
Now let's head over to Koei Tecmo Games in Yokohama for an update on the Dead or Alive series.
こんにちは。
Dead or Alive
シリーズプロデューサーの林です。本日はデッドアライブシリーズが新たなアップデートとともに復活することを発表させていただきます。
無限転身の名にかけて
本作デッドアライブ6ラストラウンドはオリジナルのデッドアライブ6をベースに
Some Dead or Alive
ダウンロー
action.
ド
There
コン
was
テ
a
ンツ
Dead
と
or Alive
して追加
6.
配信
I
したキャラクター
haven't
をセ
had
ッ
a
トに
loop.
し
I don't play fighting
5 用の
games.
最
So.
適化新規コスチュ
But
ーム
this
の
one is
追加
pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
新たなフォトモードの追加を行ったタイト
Photo
ルです
mode? Of course. What are the jiggle physics?
今後も新キャラクターや新コスチュームの配信など継続的なアップデートを予定しています
Jiggle physics, yo.
発売日同日に基本無料版も展開予定ですのでシリーズを遊んだことない方もぜひご体験ください
Miggy J Miggy said I just beat the OGR2. Nice. That's awesome. What's up, TJ? How's it going, man?
デッドアライブは1996年から展開している対戦アクションゲームシリー
Dead
ズ
or
です
Alive is from
数多くの作品を
1996?
世に送り出して
Yo, they
今年
released during the
で
same
30周
time
年に
as
なります
RE,
その
yo.
タイミングでこういった発表できることを
30 years.
大変嬉しく思いますでは
Japanese.
最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください
It's definitely a Japanese goon game, bro. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I don't play fighting games, but you can tell that one is definitely. Dang, okay. Is that where we really had to focus? Yo, dude, is that really where we had to
デッドアライブシリーズ最新作も開発始動しました
I didn't even see her face.
続報をお待ちください
And that's not because her face appeared. that was the cameraman. That was crazy. That's a crazy angle. What is this? Oh, is this like the Control? Yeah, Control Resonant. I'll be honest, a lot of people told me that Control was a great game. I played like 10 minutes of it and I couldn't. I dropped it immediately. I just did not like it.
Research thinks we might have a Resonant on our hands. No one should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mikael Kasurinen, and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero, in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before.
Wait, hold up. The comment got blocked. Hold up, I'm gonna show it.
We recently
Sorry,
acquired
YouTube
Shift,
sometimes
an
blocks
ability
comments,
that empowers Dylan
and I don't
to
see
seamlessly move
it.
through gravity
Dante says
anomalies
jiggle
and
figures
adapt
since
to
the
world
first
around him.
on Dreamcast was ridiculous. Just had to set your age to 99. Wait, what? Really?
Here we are showcasing
there is
several
age
different forms
restricted?
of Dylan's main weapon, the Aberrant can take, and his supernatural abilities.
That's crazy. I didn't know that game was that old.
Ones you can discover to suit your playstyle.
I didn't know it was as old as like RE. That's crazy. Yo, how did Dead or Alive look in PS1?
We encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and
I'm actually
abilities.
curious. Dance City 4 trailer, RE9. Sick, yeah. We're gonna be looking at it.
Any updates for me?
I think it may have been the J word.
Kinda.
I don't
You'll
know.
know it when you hear it.
It's funny,
Just
YouTube
try
was
to
like,
stay alive out there, okay?
we're reviewing this. And I was like, okay, let's just let it through. It's not your, there's They were working. I wonder if they saw like if like RE1 remake contributed to the jiggle physics. I wonder. I wonder. Because RE also has jiggle physics. Not to that extreme, mind you. That was pretty crazy. Japanese developers. Dirty Japanese developers. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
I think I hear something.
What's the game company that's made Alan Wake and Control? Alan Wake has one of the worst stories.
I'll call you back.
I'm sorry, it has one of the worst stories of all time, especially Alan Wake 2.
Ambitious game to date.
Alan Wake 2 was
to share it with you later
horrendous storytelling. We're just talking about Silent Hill F. Alan Wake 2 I played on stream with you guys, and I still don't know what the frig happened. Missed the first 20 minutes. Anything good? Yeah, Sebastian, you missed it. You missed Resident Evil 9. You know, we're gonna look at it again after, but once Resident Evil posted, Chan, yeah. Gil says, I beg your pardon. Yeah, Alan Wake is complete trash.
For this night.
Remedy, I thank you. Yeah, Alan Wake 2 story is complete trash.
Half human.
I'm not even kidding. It's if you can explain the story to me, maybe we could talk. But I swear, nobody I've talked to knows what the hell the story's about. No, it's not. Okay. Nobody I talked to can explain the story to me. What is this? I feel like the gameplay is not matching the vibe of the music. This is playing like Dragon Age, and it's not that intense. I don't know. Doom ripoff? Yeah, I don't know. Crimson Moon. Yeah, Crimson Moon looks like a game that's not done. It feels like a game that they need to finish. Alan Wake reminded me of the number 23 meets Silent Hill. I actually don't even know what number 23 is. But yeah, the storytelling is horrendous in that game. The game looks beautiful though. Alan Wake 2 looks freaking amazing. Like, the graphics look fantastic. Game Freak. Did that say Game Freak? The guys that make Pokemon? They can actually make games that aren't just like the same 20-year-old slop. How you doing, Project Wesker? We're doing good. We're doing good. Thank you so much, lady, for stopping by. We just saw the new RE9 trailer. We're gonna look at it after. Just finishing the state of play first. But how is this from Game Freak? Guys, am I tripping? How is this from Game Freak? Game Freak make Monster Hunter? Samurai Girl with the Wolf Ghost of Yote? August 420. How is that by Game Freak? That's crazy. Why don't they make Pokemon games like that?
Thanks to Fiction.
They've been making the same crappy Pokemon games for like the longest time.
It's coming to PS5 this
now,
summer.
I'm not saying this game is amazing.
Our next title
I'm just saying
3 decades
it
ago,
actually looks like
the original
a game.
PlayStation, and it introduced the world to an iconic character. Today, Ubisoft and Digital Eclipse celebrate that legacy with Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition.
Dang, everything is 30 year
This
anniversary,
museum
man.
features 5 playable versions of the original game, including the 1995 PlayStation release, enhanced with new accessibility options. Discover the secrets behind Rayman's development.
Dang,
through a
Rayman looked rough
long-lost
back then,
playable
man.
prototype, restored for the first time.
A prototype? That's
Plus,
crazy.
An interactive documentary packed with unseen design documents.
Okay,
and
Capcom
never
can sue
before
them like
heard
they sued
insights
Power Up.
from the original
Yeah,
creators.
that's a good point.
Et à un moment, c'est Sony qui arrive en disant, bah voilà notre console, on va révolutionner le jeu vidéo.
Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition comes to PS5 digitally starting tomorrow, while physical editions will be available June 26th.
Mina the Hollower is an
That's just
action-adventure
French.
title
Just,
from the creators of Shovel Knight. Take control of Mina as she charges into a bizarre mission to save a cursed island. Whip foes
Mina
into
a little
oblivion,
mouse?
burrow under hazards and monsters, and hunt down secrets in a pixel-perfect love letter to handheld gaming. Mina the Hollower's release date is on the horizon. The limited-time demo will be exclusively available on PlayStation 5 tomorrow.
I don't play those types of games, but I'm interested.
Set years before
slightly.
the events of the original game.
Just
This
because it's a
prologue
mouse
tells the
called
story
Mina.
of
I
how
found that
Alba
interesting,
and
but
the
that's
wolf cub
about it.
Maeva
I'm
first
not
met.
interested in anything else about the game.
Alba must earn the young wolf's trust and guide her through the blighted wilderness. Together, they will face new enemies and endure perilous trials, while confronting a monstrous force that
Okay,
threatens to tear
that's
them
a ripoff of freaking Spirited
Players
Away.
can look forward to using new gameplay
What's that
mechanics
thing
in all
called?
new locations.
Yeah, it's literally that thing. What the frick is that thing
Neva
called? Somebody help me out here.
launches February 19th.
Neva in Spanish means snow. No, that's a lawsuit
Up
waiting
next,
to happen.
A tactical stealth action
That's
title
a lawsuit.
from Shueisha Games and Acquire.
No face, thank you.
A team with ninja
Thank you.
credentials
I don't know
dating
why I
back
couldn't
to the
remember
Tenchu
that.
series.
Yaku Shinobi. Shueisha Games. Acquire. 何をしてんの? おいおいおい、何クソしてんじゃねえぞ。Is that how you play? Is this 4-player co-op? Okay, instantly ruined with this bird eye view. I thought it was gonna be cool, but like, what? Okay, I don't know how that's supposed to be stealthy, but okay. Okay, now they're ripping off Metal Gear. What? Okay, that seems like a huge weapon. Okay, wait. Why was that monster caked up? I don't know what's happening. Is that the player? Did he just get freaking... Just get stabbed? What's going on? Why do they look like that when they're running? It almost looks like they're running on a treadmill. And then it almost looks like they're running on a treadmill and then moving forwards. What the frick kind of game is that? What? I don't know. I don't even know what I just saw. Oh my gosh. Okay. This gotta be like a freaky game. This gotta be like a freaky game. The bird that drinks what? The bird that drinks tears.
Children of water, born of the goddess. You filthy creatures, faithless, soulless, unclean.
Is that a bird woman? Yo, what's with these freaky trailers? What's going on?
How dare you stand in the way of purity, little king?
This looks pretty unnerving. Yeah, I don't. He landed on him. Is that a chicken? Is that a buff chicken? Is that a buff chicken? What is this game? You get to fight as a buff chicken? You kill monsters? What on earth am I seeing? Is this like a play on Wukong? Where you play as a chicken? What is going on? I'm so good. You play as a buffed out chicken. What is happening? What is going on? Chicken chat, what? What is this? I'm not tripping, right? Because it feels like I'm tripping right now. You guys are watching this with me, right? I'm not. What is going on? What is it now? The Breath of the Wild? Breath of the Wild chicken Breath of the Wild? What are the chickens called in Legend of Zelda? Someone help me out. Maybe with the chicken emoji. Literally, that's what this is. Now there's dragons. What is this chicken God of War now? I don't understand what the frick I'm seeing. Project Windless. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, "This is a freaky game," but then by the end of it, I'm a little intrigued. I'm a little intrigued.
Racer has arrived.
Chicken Hyrule, yeah. And God of War.
League.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little intrigued.
Since you're here,
Automods are going crazy. Wait, hold on. Let me check.
Friendly exhibition race.
Brings a whole new meaning to cockfight. Okay. Yeah. Literally. Is this pod racing? Yeah, this is pod racing. Is this a remake of pod racing? Or is this a sequel?
Impeding! Impeding! If they weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite!
No, this looks like a story. Story based off pod racing? It's working! It's working! Galactic Race, that's the worst name. That's the worst name you could call this. That's the worst name you could have picked. Galactic Racer?
Brush yourself!
007. Looks cool, but I think it might be repetitive. Yeah.
He's a bad
I'm not a
influence on
racing
the other
guy. I never
recruits
played
who
the
inexplicably
OG pod
fall
racer.
victim to his charm.
It's Nathan
Look, I
Drake,
know where
James
this is
Bond.
going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what? I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the Double O's.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
James, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Try not to draw attention to yourself. Me? Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
So you won't do anything stupid?
Okay.
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy.
This is literally Uncharted with 007, bro.
And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
When do I start?
When do I start in it? British people. Yo, I just saw the outfits. They have classic James Bond outfits. Looks decent. Yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna be good. Well, we're gonna have to see. I don't know if I want to spend like I love James Bond. I've watched all of them, but like as a kid.
I'm Peter Brown.
I don't know if I'm
manage
100%
the game
sold.
content team within third-party.
Like you said, it looks decent.
We evaluate games coming from publishers all over the world, from indie to AAA. Those of us in the third-party portfolio team travel the world and meet with our partners. And it's even more exciting
exactly.
for me when
Probably
those
not worth
partners have
60
been
or
foundational
exactly.
to my own love of video games.
Need for Speed meets
Konami
Pod
is
Racers.
definitely one of those partners. I think a lot of people remember Konami for being with PlayStation in the very beginning, taking some amazing franchises that everyone
Patrick Gibson doesn't
loved
feel like Bond.
and injecting them
No,
with
it
new
feels like Nathan
technology,
Drake.
new ways of designing video games that we haven't thought of before.
I don't know who Patrick Gibson is, but I'm assuming that's the
We
new
were really
guy.
impressed when Konami approached us with their list of announcements for today's State of Play. So to mark the occasion, we wanted to try something a little different.
What are they
Joining me today
announcing?
From Konami Creative Front Tokyo
Silent
Bay,
Hill?
Not only to share some really
No.
exciting reveals for upcoming games, but also spotlight some of the key talent.
This is
behind
third party
them. We're
Konami.
really excited about the diverse lineup they've brought today.
But I
and we
guess
hope you will
that would
too.
be third party
Enjoy.
because Konami doesn't make games. They get other people to make games. So we're gonna see Silent Hill, Metal Gear, East and West split into two. Master Collection Volume 2. What? That's it?
There's one more thing I must
Now I've platinumed
last punishment I must
Metal Gear Solid 4. Would I do it again?
Heaven. He's taken command of this immense army and is now
Maybe.
preparing to unleash an insurrection.
It's a long platinum.
Liquid's
You have to
goal
beat
is
the
to
game
seize
like
control of
50, like 100 times or like
sons
something
of
like
the
that. It's
Patriot
crazy.
system that
I
controls
don't even
the
know how I got it,
soldiers.
bro.
Will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid?
Let's freaking go, dude. This is kind of hype. Metal Gear Solid 4 is actually so good,
All
man.
of this is over. You'll have no choice but to accept death.
Where's the HD? I feel like it's the same. It doesn't matter.
Is my final mission.
Doesn't matter.
So
I heard
began
that
the
they
war
lost
between
the
Zero
files to
and
this.
Big Boss.
So I don't know how they're bringing it back.
You understand, Snake? Any means necessary. Just stop Liquid's insurrection.
And Peace Walker, let's see how Peace Walker is gonna look. This looks like just like a port. You're right. I think this is just a port. Buying this for sure. Let's see the port.
Because I knew where my loyalty belonged.
From Naked Snake to Big Boss.
Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
We are
It is
not
I,
allowed
some
to bear
time.
arms.
Please, you
Chica.
must drive them out of our defenseless country as our deterrent.
Well, this isn't gonna be native 1080 or 4K.
It simply said
Yeah, I
Jack. Over and over.
This doesn't really look that HD. This looks like the same. They haven't shown game. Oh, here we go.
Answer me! Bahas!
Yeah, they didn't show anything in Peace Walker, bro. They went back to Metal Gear. Oh, there you go. Why is it only 2 games though? Is Konami ripping us off? Like, they're gonna sell this at like 80 bucks. Why does it not have Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain? Just like upscaled. And then also, why does it not have like Ground Zeroes as well? Are they gonna do a volume 3 with just Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain and then Ground Zeroes?
制作プロデューサーの岡村典明です。
典明岡村
メタルギアファンの皆様、大変お待たせいたしました。プレイステーション3向けのみで発売されていたメタルギアソリッド4ガンズ・オブ・ザ・パトリオットがプレイステーション5で
Gotta milk
つい
it,
に
yeah.
遊べるように
I'm
な
not
り
gonna
ます。
buy that
加
at
えて
full price. I'm
プ
gonna
レ
be
イステー
honest
ション
with
ポ
you.
ータブ
I've
ル
already
プレイステーション
100%
3
of
向けに
these
発売
games,
され
bro.
た
Not
メ
Peace
タルギア
Walker,
ソリッ
because
ド
I couldn't find anybody to play
を
with.
含む
I wanted to
メタルギア
play
コレ
with
クションシリー
someone.
ズの第2弾となっております。
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 was
メ
stuck
タル
in
ギア
PS
サー
for
ガの
years
ラ
now.
ストを
That
飾
it.
る
Yeah.
伝説の
It's
作
pretty
品を
hype.
最
Like I
新
said, that's how I got the
ぜひ
platinum for it. What's up,
そして
David Navarro?
現在発売中のメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1につきましての
Metal Gear Solid
最後のアップデートを実施いたします。初代プレイステーション向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドには高解像度設定を追加し、ご覧のように映像が美しく文字も読みやすくなりま
That
した。
does look way better.
またメタルギアソリッド3スネークイーターについてもさらなる高解像度化を実現しております。 本日よりアップデート配信開始となります
How
ので
come that wasn't part of the Master Collection Volume 1?
マスターコレクションボリューム1も
You guys are still working on it? Like, bruh.
今回の発表を
Like, this should have been done a long time ago. I never bought.
始まりの物語
Special sale on Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
特別なセールを実施しています。
I think I want more.
Thank
Thank you very much. I've already beat that game so many times.
購入できますので、この機会にぜひ楽しんでください。これからもメタルギアシリーズの展開にご期待ください。そして最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
What about portable ops? How about that? What about... What is this? What? Darwin's Paradox. A tribute to a snake from an octopus. Tactical octopus action. But this is true paradox. Solid Snake straight to tacticals. Hey, someone out there is really happy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this game kind of looks pretty badass. I'm sorry, but they kind of sold me in tactical octopus action. They kind of already sold me on tactical octopus action, I don't know. Which sounds super sus. I don't know what... That sounds super sus. But... I kind of want to play that. Is am I the only one? I kind of want to play that. I think that's like the second game we've seen where I'm like, I kind of want to play that.
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty.
What is this?
By the grace of God.
No, this is gonna be some kind of like story game, bruh. Yeah, like story narrative. Where's this Castlevania? Where is Castlevania? Is that owned by Konami or am I tripping? Castlevania. Yeah, Castlevania is owned by Konami. Okay, thank you. That just goes to show how much I know about Castlevania. Feels a little nostalgic for me. Okay, the octopus is cute. Yeah, I think it sold me on tactical octopus action. I think I'm gonna have to play that. I'm not gonna lie. If it's like not like 100% like a $70 game, then
So
if it's like 40, I'm definitely buying. I'm not kidding.
Trevor Belmont.
Wait, I know
Last
Trevor
of
Belmont.
House Belmont.
Do I know Trevor? I don't know. I only know Castlevania from DVD. I know Belmont. I don't know if the guy's name was Trevor though. I don't think so.
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。キャッスルバニアベルモンドカースプロデューサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャッスルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャッスルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。これまで我々のチームは多くの方にキャッスルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。
コレクションタイトルと
多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。
コレクションタイトルと
やっと本日新しいゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルではイビルエンパイア、モーションツインという才能と情熱
I
に
love
あ
it
ふ
when
れる
Japanese people
シ
just
リ
use
ーズへ
straight
の
up
愛を持った
English.
スタジオとともにプ
It
ロジェクトに
sounds
取り組んでい
hilarious
ます。
to me. I love it.
これまでのシリーズ
コレクション
を大切にしながらも新しいアイデアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入
Oh,
れ
it's
ることで
Castlevania
キャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで爽快に仕上がっています。
Is that what this is?
シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a
まだ
Castlevania
キャッ
fan.
スルバニアに
My
触れ
bad.
たことがないっていう方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。
Said demo
発売
tomorrow for
は
Octopus game.
2026年を予定しておりますので、
Ooh, we might have to
続報
play
を楽し
that.
みにお待ちください。
We might have to play that this Saturday then. I might have to try it out, boys. I'm not kidding, but obviously We are going to be looking at today's RA9 trailer. Oh, what is this? What is this?
You can't stay in this room forever. I can't stay in this room forever.
Is this Townfall?
I know this is going to be hard.
What's up, Joker?
But you have to come back to me.
Is this Silent Hill Townfall? Is this Silent Hill Townfall? I think it is. He's waking up in a foggy Silent Hill area. Boys, am I tripping or is this Silent Hill Townfall?
I woke up in the water again.
The frick? Again?
This time it's different.
Saint Amelia's. Who the hell is Saint Amelia? Silent Hill is global now. Silent Hill happens in your basement, in your town. The heart of Saint Amelia, whatever heart this town has stopped.
I keep trying to fix what happened.
204? Yeah, this is definitely Silent Hill Townfall.
No matter
this is
what
like,
I do,
I wonder if this is gonna be like Silent Hill 2. 204 is literally just like, isn't it that the place where he sees Maria? Simon Ornell? What the frig? Konami Digital Entertainment. Yeah, Annapurna, it is. It's Silent Hill Townfall. It's first person. The frig? What's this guy? What's he doing? Silent Hill Townfall. Whoa. Coming 2026. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't Annapurna make a lot of bad games? That's what we were talking about before, right? First person Silent Hill. Yeah, now Silent Hill is just... It's funny. It went from PT and then
by Lightfall.
Then they stopped that. And then Resident Evil was first person. Now Silent Hill's like, we gotta do first person. I think it's gonna have a lot of connections to Silent Hill 2 Remake. Because you see how that 204 connection? He's talking to his dead wife or whatever, or he's dead. I think he's the one that died. Because it showed that he was like sick or whatever. He had like that hospital thing. So that's interesting. Anime chicks. Gary Snails, what's up, man? No RA9 demo? Who's been telling you guys that there's gonna be a demo? Capcom literally stated there's no demo. You can't act surprised when that happens. Guys, I've literally covered this on the channel.
Hey!
I don't like first person. I guess another something I won't play. Yeah. First person kind of sucks, man.
Journey.
Hey man, Capcom are trollers. People are COVID. No, dude, literally, like, if it happens, it happens. Great. I'm not complaining. It's just like, you know what I mean? But it's like, they specifically said that they're not doing this, so you can't expect that to happen.
Those were Her Majesty's words.
You know.
I'm going to defeat
It's like
here.
It's like if you're gonna go hang out at like your friend's coming over, and then he says, "Yo, I can't come over," but then you're still hyped that he's coming over. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's a good analogy, but like he already said he's not coming, man. Capcom already said they're not doing it. Sorry, I missed that vid. Okay, well, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, they already said. We covered that like a month, like on December, just for context. Yeah, they said that back in like December. They said we're not doing a demo, so. First person equals no buy. Sorry, Konami, you lost me on this. Yeah. I mean, I'll still buy it for you guys. I'll waste my money for you guys. We'll see.
JRPG を愛し続けてきたメンバーが情熱を持って開発したタイトルとなります。仲間との出会い、成長、そして JRPG には大事な心揺さぶられるような展開、 こちらを大事にしてナラティブというものを表現しようと突き進めております。新しい冒険が始まるというワクワク感、ぜひ楽しんでいただけると思います。今日、お届けした映像は本当に一部の一部で、レブノワール続報がこれからもどんどん出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
Just got here. Any RE stuff yet? Yes, we did. We did. We got some RE stuff. We're going to be looking at it very soon. It's actually going to finish soon, right? Is it done? All right, boys. We're going to look at Resident Evil. Well, what is this? Never mind. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. It's going to finish soon. Right? Yeah, it's going to finish soon. We got like 8 minutes. Is this... What is this? Is this John Wick?
Your skill set must be
this is John Wick, but why does it look like Fortnite?
Restricted.
This is literally John Wick, but why does it look like Fortnite? Is this another Unreal Engine 5 game?
He must be versatile, capable.
I think it's safe to say Sherry is confirmed. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, which is what I said I wanted it too. That's what I wanted. I said that before, man. Even before we watched that, we got the Leon announcement, I said it would be sick if we got Sherry. You know what?
He must be grounded, stable, constant.
I actually wanted Sherry years ago. This is something I've wanted for a long time. I did a video like 3 years ago. Or no, two years ago? Yeah, I said a long time ago I would want that. That's crazy. We'll talk about it after, but yeah. We'll love a Sifu style John Wick game.
I believe you are ready, sir.
Capcom carrying the whole stream, yeah. Yo, when that Octopus game too, remind me, we gotta play that.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, he's voicing. He's actually voicing. Okay, no. The fact that he's voicing it? Oh, this is actual gameplay? Okay, no, we're definitely playing this, boys. That actually looks sick. No, that actually looks sick. Wait, no, that actually looked good. Keanu Reeves is voicing it. It's yeah, I know he's done Cyberpunk, but I didn't know he was actually gonna do it, yo. That's actually sick. Saying especially that RE7 was supposed to have Leon and Sherry. Maybe that's their scrapped idea. It was.
Very quiet. Rainfall is expected to begin in the early afternoon and last until a long time.
Sure to leave a like, boys, if you're enjoying the stream. Helps out a ton.
Your restless dreams endure.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate
among the stars. Breathe softly. Do not worry. Peace is upon you. And I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! Mayday! This is General Dan Agreed of the new Cascadia colony on Tau City 4. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons.
This, I don't like the look, the aesthetic look of this. It looks like it looks weird, I don't know.
Tau City, I feel like I'm praying.
So RE7 was supposed to feature Leon and Sherry. Didn't know that. I thought it was supposed to be a complete departure from the game. Yeah.
I never would have.
I had no idea about that, lady. Could you elaborate?
We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Embrace. Embrace. Embrace.
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
Oh, this is Marathon. Okay, that's what you're saying, TJ. Okay, I was confused. Yeah, I remember it was supposed to carry on after RE6, then RE6 was so hated that they scrapped it. I heard about that very long ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not interested in this game. I don't like how it looks. I don't like the vibe. It almost looks like a 1980s futuristic
Hey everyone,
cyberpunk.
my name is Joe Ziegler, and I'm the game director on Marathon. Today,
I don't
we're
like the
excited
colors.
to
No, it
announce
almost looks
our
like early
Server Slam
2000s.
from
I don't
February
know.
26th through
I
March
don't know what
2nd,
the colors
where
remind
you
me
can
of.
join us
but
on
just-
Tau Ceti and help test Marathon on PlayStation 5 and other platforms.
It reminds me of something,
Our
but I don't
Server
know
Slam
what.
features an introduction to
Those
the survival
colors.
gameplay of Marathon.
Does anybody
Giving you
know?
a chance to explore the dangerous world of Tau Ceti and unlock rewards for the full release on Thursday, March 5th. For all PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms that pay homage to some of our favorite PlayStation games, including Helldivers 2, Death Stranding 2, and Ghost of Yotei, all available at launch.
Those are all new games, bro.
From everyone here at Bungie,
What?
thank you for joining us on this journey.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February
That
26th.
seems like that wasn't an idea from you guys. That was definitely PlayStation's like, promote our other games. This is gonna be the online future multiplayer everyone's gonna play. PlayStation. Okay, it's done. The state of play is done.
And I'm
right?
Kristen.
Okay, never mind.
Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5
Oh, it's
on March 5th with the
Bungie.
Server Slam running February 26th through
Yeah,
March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months.
I don't need to know. I don't
First, Marvel
care.
Spider-Man 2 swings into game catalog next week.
Okay, I don't. I already own the game.
Developed by Insomniac Games.
Let's
in
move on,
collaboration
alright?
with
Where's
Marvel
Wolverine?
Games, be greater together as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Let's go!
Can I just say Miles Morales
thrilling
speaks like the
sequel,
worst
Spider-Man must
Spanish
balance their personal and
in like
heroic
every media.
responsibilities while
Whether
protecting
it's
the
like
city
the
from
Across the
villains.
Spider-Verse, like the Spider-Verse
Miles
movies,
talks about is how to be a
or
better
it's the
Spider-Man.
games.
How to help you.
Miles literally sucks at speaking
Marvel
Spanish.
Spider-Man 2 joins the
They need to
PlayStation
fix
Plus
that.
game catalog on February 17th.
I'm just saying, if they make like a game of like a movie of
The
Miles,
PlayStation Plus Classics
you need to have somebody that
catalog
actually
welcomes
speaks
2
Spanish,
fan
right?
favorites
Or
over
somebody
the
that
next few months,
actually
starting with
like
Tekken Dark
is Latin,
Resurrection,
all right?
a
Not just
fantastic fighting game that originally released
some
on
rando
PSP.
guy who's like,
PlayStation
yeah,
Plus
I'm
premium members can
Puerto
expect to
Rican.
revisit this
It's
handheld
like,
classic
no,
in
you're
March.
not. Isn't he Puerto Rican? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
The original PlayStation version of Time Crisis brings arcade action to the
That time,
classics
yeah, that's
catalog
Time
in
Crisis.
May.
What the frick?
This version also offers gyroscopic aiming with the DualShock 4 or PS5 DualSense controller, simulating the original light gun experience.
Yo, they're bringing that back? Ooh, yo, if they bring up back Dino Crisis 2, I'm a flip.
Big Walk is a cooperative multiplayer adventure about teamwork and talking.
Oh, there they are.
Hang out and get lost with your friends in an open world full of challenges, puzzles, and playful discoveries.
Yeah, it's enough of that music.
That's all for me and Brett, but we still have a lot more cool stuff to show you, including brand new Soros gameplay.
Housemarque's next
Looks
action
like a game I'd
game
drive in
releases
4
April
hours.
30th, and creative director Gregory
No,
Loudon
I
has
don't
even
care
more
about
systems and
Soros.
combat to break down. Let's take a look.
I don't like Returnal. Controls were complete trash. I'm sorry. I couldn't get into it, man. I just did not
What is
like
that for you,
Returnal.
Arjun? Finishing
I don't
the
like the
mission.
camera angles too. It's like so far
Keeping
apart,
people
like so
safe.
far away.
Oh, Arjun. I know you better than that.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, creative
What I remember is
director
that Leon
at
and Sherry were
Housemarque.
part of RE4 beta. Sherry being
Today
part
we're
of
excited
that
to
game,
show
but
off
Ashley, she
our
has some
comeback
games that
stronger
more than
features
Capcom's
and
Monster
Eclipse
Brand.
gameplay running on PlayStation
Oh.
5.
Interesting.
In Saros, you step into the shoes of Arjun Devraj,
Yeah, I don't know.
performed
I
by the
haven't,
brilliant
never
Rahul
heard of that.
Kohli, who is discovering the hostile shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. As you encounter a
This
variety
looks
of
so
ever more
bad.
brutal hostiles,
I'm sorry,
death
this looks
is
so bad.
inevitable. But in Saros, death only means that you will come back stronger. Welcome to the
It's
past.
literally Returnal, bruh.
You are not on your own. Interacting with the survivors of Echelon 4 will help you understand
yeah.
the mysteries of Carcosa.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get into Returnal.
I can't believe so many are gone. They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
Big
This
Walk,
is
Big
Primary,
Walk is
the
game
voice
of
of
the year.
Soltari. Here you can engage with our permanent
that the one with the
systems to upgrade your armor's attributes and acquire special
Is that the game we just watched? Is that what you're talking about?
With Carcosan modifiers, you can adjust your experience by, for example, making hostiles tougher, weaker, or even removing the second chance ability entirely. However, all adjustments you choose must be kept in balance to ensure a consistent challenge level. Primary also allows you to teleport directly to any biome that you have unlocked. This means getting back into the action quicker. It also means easier replayability the further you get into the world.
Yeah, I think it was. Okay.
Using the teleport, you can now quickly restart the selected biome and get back to where you were. And now it's time to take another shot at what killed you the first time around.
Yeah, it looked like a fun co-op experience. I don't know, we'll see. Like, those types of games do well, like, for streamers and stuff.
Eventually,
like, for streaming.
Across an alien device. By using it, you discover that it calls the Eclipse.
So I don't know if I could take that music. I hope it's just like the main music, like the main theme, and then like the main theme menu theme song, but not the main theme.
The Eclipse corrupts the world.
That'll be too much.
It's a complete escalation of our gameplay, our audio, and our visuals
you know
on
what I mean?
Carcosa. Hostiles now shoot corrupted projectiles, which reduce your maximum
Bro, I don't
armor
care about
integrity,
this game. I
but
look
you
at
can
the
restore
UI.
it
The
by
UI,
using
like
your
just like
power
Returnal,
weapon.
looks disgusting. I don't know. I'm just a Returnal hater, okay? Like, look, I'm just like I don't hate Returnal. It's just I just don't like. I don't like it. But Saros looks like it's gonna be the same. It's not a game for me. If you like Returnal, that's great.
2026.
But don't expect me to be playing this. I'm sorry. I could care less. This does not look fun to me. This literally does not look fun. Yeah, I don't care about none of that. Reminds me of the Squid Game soundtrack a little. Yeah, I guess a little bit, yeah. Chandelure. What is Chandelure doing here? What is Chandelure? What the freak? They just freaking destroyed the whole planet.
Mother Earth herself senses the coming battle. The world may hate us.
Yo, that
we
blonde
still
chick's pretty
have to
caked
save
up.
it.
Shoot!
A true team is.
Yo, that chick's pretty caked up. Oh, that's
you
Storm.
cannot stand against the storm.
Oh, is this the Japanese?
Feel the power
The
of
Japanese
Mother
combat game?
Let me at them, Storm.
What's it called? Something with the T. Yo, everyone's hella caked up in this game.
I've got this one.
Steve,
I'll show you how the X-Men get it done.
Well, they did say X-Men, so it's probably not the game I'm thinking about.
Initiating attack.
What is that? Is that a robot butterfly
I'm
chick?
all that remains of Shi'ar technology.
Judy Alice Lee.
Prepare
That does
to be
sound familiar.
disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Oh, voice actor directly credited in the trailer. First time I see it. Yeah.
Finish this.
We are stronger together.
Ultimate Power Alliance of X-Men's caked up heroines. Ultimate attack. No, it is Tokon. That's what I was saying. I was like, it starts with the T. So they're adding the X-Men, the caked up X-Men. Okay. That actually looks pretty hype.
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。本当にお待たせしてしまいましたけども、こうして一番初めに X-Men のチームトレーラーを発表できたこと、本当に嬉しく思っています。
We're super stoked to
No,
introduce
I don't
the
play
mutants
these
as
types
the
of
newly
games,
formed
so I'm not gonna buy
unbreakable
this. I'm
X-Men
gonna tell you
into the world
guys
of
that right
Marvel
now.
マジックは中間距離を大きな剣
But I
で
appreciate
制しながら
the
テレポーテーションで
character design.
裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます。
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them.
PlayStation. PlayStation, are you freaking serious right now? PlayStation, are you serious? PlayStation.
So he's literally going to be able to shred through opponents' attacks.
Why do you hate Sly Cooper? Okay, let's go. Maybe I should know. You know what? Whatever. It stopped. Okay, yeah. See, it wasn't just me, boys. It wasn't just me.
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして、
It wasn't just me.
2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
Please check it out.
Mimi, did you change your name to Mimi Wesker? I just realized. That's pretty goated. I just realized you changed your name. That's pretty good. Any more RA9? Yes, we're going to be looking at it back. No, there's no new stuff, Suko, but we're going to look back. I think it's about to finish, so we're going to start the dissection. I keep saying that, but no. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Is this God of War? No. Oh, my gosh. God of War 1? Are they remaking it? God of War 2? No, they're just... No, I don't know what this is. They're just gonna announce the fourth, the sixth one. I don't know what to call it. Is this a remake of all three? Your son has returned. I will have revenge. Trilogy again? Is this just like a remaster? No, this is just a port. Remake. Oh, shoot.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people?
TC Carson.
It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back.
So remake.
And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today. Starting with that teaser that you just saw, yeah? Now look, we are happy and excited to finally confirm that,
let's freaking go, dude.
The Greek trilogy remake is
Let's freaking go. I used to play this as a kid on the hardest difficulty.
Sit down.
Let's freaking go, dude.
This project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update.
And they rehired him.
I'm telling you, next time we come back, we're coming with something big, baby. Yeah. And in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you.
Do you see how he's taking a breath before each sentence?
2 strong decades of support.
That's a voice actor right there, yeah. He thinks he's in the booth,
next 20
but you're not in the booth, bro. Everyone can see you breathe heavily.
Fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go.
He's like,
why are you still here? Go.
Let's freaking go.
Go!
Dude, I love TC Carson as God of War, man. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go, man. I hope it pans out. Wait, what is this? Santa Monica Studio Presents. Okay, they're doing another one? Is this the next? No, this is Mega Cat Studios.
Before I was a father.
No, it's even deeper, yo. I can't. My voice is tired.
I was a Spartan.
What is this game? Oh, what? Spartan! Get to play Kratos as a kid?
Is to Sparta. Fear is a reaction.
You're playing Kratos as a kid, yo.
Press your attack! Don't relent!
Sugo says, do you think Eder will be an RA9? I'm starting to lose hope. Yes, I do. I do think. We're gonna talk about that soon, boys. Maximilian dude's losing his mind with the X-Men characters. Yo, Tokum looks good. I'm not even a fighting game aficionado. I don't even know. Which, by the way, we talked about this in the RE6 stream. But I do want to play a fighting game with Taj. Tajito256, fellow Capcom creator. He's a fighting game specialist. He's a semi-pro in 2D. Got so spot. God of War Trilogy Remake is actually, I know, right? I'm so hyped. We're definitely playing that. I don't even care, bro.
Is only the beginning.
I don't know about this game though. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not excited about that. That game's. I don't play 2D kind of games like that. Okay, that was it. Resident Evil 9. Yo, there was so much weird stuff in Resident Evil 9. We're gonna be dissecting it, boys. Get freaking ready, boys. We're gonna be freaking locked in. We're gonna freaking look at everything, okay? We're gonna look at freaking Sherry. Can you imagine if it wasn't Sherry and if it was just like Ashley or something like that? That'd be so lame, but no, it's definitely Sherry. This is something I've been wanting for a long time. I literally said like basically like 2 years ago, we gotta bring back Sherry, yo. I said 2 years ago we need to bring back Sherry. I was ahead of the game. Sherry's hair reminds me of Rebecca LeBlanc. I know. Little girl with the white eyes. I know. What was with all the freaky little kids? We gotta look back at it. Metal Gear Solid 4 finally on PS5. Yep. Thanks for watching. PlayStation. 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 Oh wait, let's actually look at what the chat said. Wait, I can't see the chat. Wait, what the frick is up with the chat, bro? Wait, is there no chat? Oh, here we go. Yo, the YouTube is changing everything. People are saying L. Okay, I guess it finished. Oh, hold up. We got some more chats. 4 out of 10. Can't wait for John Wick. Yo, John Wick was actually sick. John Wick was actually sick. I love that Keanu Reeves is getting into more games, man. Not just Cyberpunk. Johnny Silverhand. I love it. I love it. Got freaking Keanu Reeves. It's freaking sick. Wow. Keanu
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Now, we're not going to go back. We're actually going to go to the Resident Evil freaking thing, all right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here. We're going to freaking watch it right now. Resident Evil. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking like that. Let's freaking do this, boys. Okay, hold up. Shut the front door. 1 second, boys. I'm gonna end the recording just so this is gonna save me a headache, because that was like an hour and 40 minutes. Because I know this is gonna be an hour. We're gonna be here for a freaking. I know the trailer's like 2 minutes, but you guys know I'm gonna be here for quite some time. All right. So we gotta lock in. So let's freaking do this. Resident Evil 9. Freaking state of play. Freaking trailer. I think it's number 4. Is this the 4th trailer? I think this is the 4th trailer. 4th trailer. Dissection. And why am I talking like a freaking nerd? Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that. All right, guys. So today's video, we're gonna. I'm kidding. Okay. That's not good. Apparently, Discord didn't ping the server that you were live, bruh. Discord didn't ping. They didn't. Did Discord? Did Discord fail me? Oh, it actually hasn't. Yo, you're right. Oh, you know why? I didn't know this. You know why I didn't? Because I had to redo all of my stuff, all of my alerts. So it hasn't been pinging Discord for like a couple weeks now, for 2 weeks. That's when I did it. It was like 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Crystal Cavern, for letting me know. I'm going to have to fix that and set that up again, because I completely forgot about that. I thought I had everything back in order, because I don't know if you guys remember, it was like last week I turned off all the channel points because, like I said, I had to redo everything because I lost my save or whatever. So, I'm going to show Lady... Yeah, YouTube blocked Wick for some reason. I don't know why. YouTube's moderation is going a little bit crazy, man. Anyways. Well, that's what I was saying. No problem. I saw you live on Twitch and looked on Discord. And yeah, thank you, though. Thank you for letting me know, because I had no idea that got reset. Yeah, I have to set it up. So, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had no idea that was not set. That was not going on. I should do that, yeah. Thank you. And by the way, if you guys don't know, if you guys join the Discord, it should be pinging if you guys want. You guys do not have to have those pings on, but they are optional so that every time I go live. So like I said, I had to reboot all of my stuff. So that's why I wasn't on. But all right, boys. Enough yapping. We're going to be yapping for two minutes. I say this video is going to be roughly around 40 minutes. I'm going to be honest. 40 minutes for sure. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. We'll see. Well, 1 second. I've been drinking a lot of water. I'm just going to take a quick break. I'm going to go take a leak, and then we're going to be started. We're going to start. Make sure to leave a like. Like, follow on Twitch. Be right back, boys. We're going to put some music for you. Put some music. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. All right, boys. Let's freaking lock in. We're going to be looking at it. We're going to be dissecting. Dissecting, this is going to be turned into a video, obviously. So if you say the video, support the video, right? Support the video as well. So let's do it, boys. Let's freaking lock in. Was there music playing? Hold up. Oh, okay. It was like in between. Okay. I'm going to pause it. Anyways. Let's go. It's a me, Mario. Let's do it, boys. Let's lock in. Okay. Let's do it. Fourth trailer.
6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Okay, so confirmation about what we've been seeing a lot. It seems Elpis is definitely... Oh, dude, my freaking... My key came off of my keyboard. 1 second. So, 6 survivors have died from... Raccoon City survivors have died from this infection that Leon has. No. Straight from the get-go. That's what we know.
6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Dang. So, that's what Leon is basically investigating. People that were in Raccoon City... They're getting sick. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is Sherry not sick? Why is she being the handler in this situation? It's interesting because we know that Sherry got infected with the G virus. And because of that, because she received like the cure and whatnot, in Resident Evil 2 Remake, OGRE2, we do know that she basically got superhuman abilities. So she can heal super fast. You played RE6, you know this, right? It also makes her look super young. Very similar to what they did with Jill later on, right? With RE Death Island, they've just made us that Jill. Yeah, Jill just looks freaking young, right? Or like Wesker too, if you want to go back into the lore as well. Wesker is literally like what, like 51 in 51 in Resident Evil 5. We calculated it last time. I think he's born 1960, right? So yeah, 2010. My math, I don't know if my math is mathin', but yeah, 51. I don't know. I don't want to do math, all right? You guys just, I'm going to just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm starting to think that the Outbreak characters are dead too. Yeah, that's a huge shame if that's the case. I think, just for the sake of whatever is happening, I think that would be really dumb if the Outbreak survivors are just all dead. You know what I mean? Like, if we just have, like, George is dead, freaking Cindy died. Like, that would be super lame. I hope that's not it. I hope it's like other survivors that like unknown survivors that we don't know about. You know what I mean? I think when she said we're running out of time. Yes. I think she just said it right now.
Yeah, that's not good. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went.
Hold on, let me go back.
City, all dead from the same thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
So he's looking at his right hand and also his left hand later on. Right now he's looking at his right hand, but it was also the left hand, because this is something that I kind of discussed before in a video from a couple weeks ago, where I was saying how people were saying that, oh, like his one hand is infected, so that's why he's wearing 2 gloves. And I'm like, well, why? You know what I mean? Like, it's either that he's both infected or he's not. So I'm pretty sure later on he looks at his left hand. We're gonna see. If not, then it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
You okay?
The other thing I also want to mention is that, and this is something that we were kind of alluding to when we were kind of dissecting and kind of looking at all the order of events. So what we just saw Leon look through right now, with him kind of looking around in the camera, that's Leon entering the building right now. Right, that's him. Like, it's literally right before he looks at his watch, and then the chainsaw and the nurse is like, "Mr. Kennedy" or whatever. You know what I mean? That's literally right before that, because this looks like he just entered. He has his jacket, so this is not later on. So we know that the order of events right now is Leon just entering and he's looking around, and obviously Victor is spying on him. Now, what's interesting, though, is that in the trailer, it specifically stated, right, that the nurse was expecting Leon, right? Victor, or she said Victor Gideon is expecting you, something like that, right? The nurse is pretty chill. She was pretty nice. Before I thought maybe the nurse was in on it, because I was like, why is she still, like, she's a survivor, or she's going to be a survivor in this whole crazy thing. But it's weird. Why is Leon setting up I was going to say a date. Hey, yo. Why is he setting up a meeting with Victor? You know what I mean? Obviously, he's probably a high suspect into what's going on. Or this could be kind of out there, but what if Victor has the cure to this new long-term infection, right? Because this is the thing, right? Why is Leon infected? This is something that I discussed in my previous videos. But Leon is clearly infected, but he never got bitten, right? That's not something that happens. So that means that maybe something in the air, or something like him being near these zombies, these really infectious zombies, caused him to be have what is that, when it's like long-term effects later on? That's the only thing that I can think of. Or you could also take it another route and make it so that this guy Victor is making it seem like that's the case. Maybe he's specifically targeting these guys and he's infecting them before, right, the story started, just so that he can actually make a tougher virus. Very similar to kind of Resident Evil Vendetta with the I guess maybe Resident Evil Death Island. You know how the villain kind of infected everybody, but what I'm getting at here is that the villain is trying to infect survivors that might have some sort of immunity to kind of make the virus more stronger. I guess it would be a better example would be like RE6 with what they did with the C virus with Jake's blood. I don't know if you guys remember, but they were trying to get Jake's blood to stop the C virus from getting infected, right? That's what Sherry was put on the ground, or she's put on her mission to go and get his blood for however much money he wanted. The government was going to pay him, I think, 50 million, something like that, US dollars. And Jake was like, let's go. But then they get kidnapped and they are in China. And then it's the opposite. They're using his blood to make the virus even stronger, right? I think that happened in Vendetta, if I'm not mistaken. Something along those lines, right? It wasn't like a virus, like a combination. It's been a hot minute since I watched it. But as mentioned, this could be, I'm just throwing this out there, but it could be that maybe Victor is trying to make the virus stronger with people. Because like I said, it doesn't really add up as to why Leon is infected, right? This is something that I've brought up in my previous videos. Why is the guy infected if he never explicitly got bitten, right? Now, you might be saying, well, when I played Resident Evil 2 Remake, I got bitten all the time. And it's like, well, no. No, like you got bitten, but in the game's logic, it's basically like 100% no damage run. You know what I mean? So like that's just how the game is. That's just the game mechanics. That's the game's logic, is that you shouldn't be getting infected. That's why even in RE9, right, when Leon gets bitten by the monster and he rips his arm off of the teeth of the monster, the big like Chungus monster that looks like the big monster, his arm heals automatically, right? Just like RE2 Remake, if you get bitten, it starts to heal after a couple of seconds because you shouldn't be getting hit. That's just like the game's logic, right? So yeah, gameplay isn't canon. Yeah, exactly. So that's my point here, right? Is like, why is he getting sick? And not only that, but does that also mean that Jill is also sick as well? So as mentioned, I think that would explain why certain people are getting infected. And so I think what's happening here is that Leon is sent in to investigate what the frick is going on. Obviously, he's got a stake to play in this because he's infected. But what if it's similar to how Dylan in Resident Evil Death Island infected everybody with like the little mosquitoes or whatever, like unknowing, like everybody got infected. What if it's something like that where Victor is also trying to infect Raccoon City survivors, right? And then trying to make it seem as if the virus is affecting them long term. Because the only reason I mention that, the only reason I'm coming up with that theory is because then that would mean that Jill, Chris, Barry, Rebecca, Sherry not, because like I said, she's got the G virus, Claire, Ada, literally everybody, Jill, as mentioned, Resident Evil 3 as well, everybody that's been exposed to the T virus is going to have after effects later on. Even though technically they didn't get bitten, they're just going to get infected from something from like later on. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing that I can think of. That's the only thing that makes sense here. That's like, you know, like what I'm getting at is that it's either we're going to get all of these characters coming back, or like I said, the Outbreak characters, everyone's going to come back because everybody's just infected. You're just going to get sick, or the majority, not everyone. Like the director and producer already stated in December, we covered it on the channel, that they are going to add fan service, but they don't want to make it too fan servicey. So there is going to be fan service in the game, right? Hence the reason why, you know, Sherry was there. No, I did state Sherry would be a good candidate to bring for Resident Evil 9. I've been saying that for quite some time. I think in my five things I want in Resident Evil 9. That's like a long time ago. Like, so let's see how long ago that was. I'm just curious, but because it's been a hot minute. Hold up. And we'll read some comments, by the way, my bad boys. I just wanted to kind of state that, and we'll just take a break for a second. 5 things RE9 should do. I'm pretty sure that's the video. Yep. 2 years ago, I made a video about 5 things Resident Evil 9 should do. I said that they should add Wesker, Alex Wesker. I also bring up the fact that Wesker should also come back, but also Sherry. So this is what I suggested even 2 years ago. But I also suggested this a couple months ago as well. I restated how we should get Sherry. So, and obviously we're going to see soon enough that Sherry's showing up, right? So it's pretty hype. I'm pretty hyped about it. But anyways, Lady says, it reminds you of Revelations 2 virus. It's dormant until you experience a lot of fear. Maybe this has a trigger too. That's interesting. That's a very good point, Lady. Yes. What if it's something like that where, you know, only certain of the survivors are getting triggered, or maybe Victor could still be triggering that somehow as well. That would be interesting, right? That would be interesting. Dante says, well, if they're saying RE3 Remake is canon, then technically she was infected with the T virus. Yes. Yeah. Well, she was also infected with like the NEA Plaga, right? So that's a little bit worse. Because it's a little bit, I'm pretty sure the NEA Plaga was just the parasite, but it also was a combination of the T virus. Correct me if I'm wrong. I actually don't even know the full history of the NEA Plaga, but that was from Nemesis directly. But I was also suggesting too that since Jill was fighting a bunch of the zombies, you know what I mean? Like she got infected, yes, but Leon did not get infected in RE2 Remake. The only person that got infected was Sherry, right? Claire and Leon did not actively get infected. So if this is Raccoon City survivors, as mentioned, it would either be that they're getting infected, everyone's getting infected, and they're getting long-term effects, or something like that, right? She got the T-virus vaccine. That's a good point. Thank you, Larissa. That's a very good point. Yes. No, you're right. I'd like to see more Alex Wesker because of the Natalia thing, and also because I think her story is something they never really explored good enough. Yes, that's a very good point. Yes, that's a very good point, Larissa, in terms of Dante's point. It's crazy to think about. I still hope Jill makes a cameo. Yeah. If not, then it would be cool if we got like a DLC. That would be sick as well if the BSAA were involved. Yeah, that'd be 100% cool, right? But I mean, it would also, well, maybe not the BSAA, because the BSAA has been doing some crazy stuff, right? We already know what happened with RE8, so yeah. Usually it happens in a cutscene, it ain't canon. Exactly. Gameplay is canon. John Wick is gonna be fire. Yes. What's up, K Gold? the little girl will be the main villain of RE9. I hope, yeah, that's actually a really good point, Martin. I hope that that's not the case. I hope that the little girl is not the villain. I hope. We're going to look at that soon, right? Maybe Victor's a Heisenberg type where he's an antagonist that wants to actually work with Leon to take out whoever's the main baddie, but for selfish reasons. I don't know. Victor seems like he's pretty much a psycho. Heisenberg seemed like he wasn't. Like he was cuckoo, but you know what I mean? He was chill, if that makes sense. He was still a villain at the end because he just hated Miranda, so like whatever. And Ethan also didn't take the friendship. He rejected it. So yeah. The umbrella curse. Yeah. Leon looks more like Leon in this trailer. I don't know. I think he always looked the same, but I guess, yeah, we're seeing more of it like the butt chin from the OG, right? OG. I mean, it's not the OG, RE2 remake. Isn't Wesker the boss of Victor? That has never been explicitly stated, Chef. That has never been explicitly stated. But I have stated in the past that I hope Victor is not the main antagonist. That's something that... Who said that just now? I think it was Dante. Dante just said that, right? He kind of alluded to that. And same thing with Chef. I have stated this before. I think if Victor's the main villain, that would be kind of lame, because I don't think he's main villain and boss villain kind of type. You know what I mean? Like I don't see it. You know what I mean? Like he's just, if he's the main villain, that's gonna be kind of lame in my opinion. So, anyways, let's continue.
You okay? What does Victor want?
Okay, so I kind of want to see what's over here. 1 second, boys. Because this is something I noticed before, but it seems like they're in... I think that's Leon and Grace.
You okay? Hey. What is Victor?
I think that's Leon. 1 second, too. I just remembered I forgot to bring something up. Hold up. Yeah, Leon without his jacket. Yes. I think that too. Yeah. 1 second, boys. I'm just bringing up my little pen. Okay. All right.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
Yeah, that's definitely Leon. Yeah, we can see right there. That's his hair. Now, we can kind of see his hair and his jacket before. But where is this? Where is this? Is this the care center still? Are we still in the Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center still? I think so. Because Grace and Leon are wearing the same thing, but I doubt this would be like in Raccoon City. It does look super rusted though, but the only reason I'm stating this is because this looks like it's fresh kind of goo, which kind of tells me that this seems like it's a death trap, or like they're throwing bodies down here, you know, almost like a garbage chute like Star Wars. It's what I'm getting. But it could also be like Umbrella's, like, you know what I mean, nest, right? This is something that I've been theorizing as well. That, you know, and we kind of got confirmation that there was a facility after the explosion of Raccoon City in the latest live action Dissection, which if you guys haven't seen that, make sure to go check that out. But this could also be something like that. The only reason I kind of bring that up is because look how dirty this looks, right? It looks rusted. It looks like it hasn't been touched, which looks like that would be in Raccoon City. So, I don't know. This looks like it's new. This looks like it's old. But again, it could be this, yeah, all this grime and stuff. I don't know what this is. You know what I mean? I don't know where this is. I'm gonna go with this is the care center, but it could very well be Raccoon City, right? Yeah. Yeah, like the regenerator trash chute from RE4. Yes. User. Yes, that's a great point. It's a great point. Little girl could be the cure to Elpis. Could be, or maybe she's the creation of it. Maybe it's very similar to like Natalia, right? We'll get to that. Kind of looks like the Stewards in RE2 remake. I don't know if it's just me. That's a good point as well, MGL. Yeah, it could very, yeah, like I said, this could very well be Raccoon City just because of the rust. Oh, you know what? Oh, I guess what you were kind of suggesting, kind of just to go off of what you were stating, MJL, is that what if this is where like the alligator? Remember how the alligator blew up? But that looks, like I said, this looks like recent goop or whatever. You know what I mean? But that would be funny if this is just like the sewer. I don't know. I don't think so. But hey, that'd be funny.
What do you mean?
Where is this? Now, at first I was thinking, is this R.P.D? But no, I don't think so. I was thinking, this looked like I was going to say, is this R.P.D? You know where Ben Bertolucci in the parking lot got like, in the parking lot jail, got like ripped, like his face got like ripped through the wall. I don't think this is that. And the only reason I state that is because these guys look like they're wearing like white outfits. Both of these. This looks like it's underground, the care center facility, which would indicate that the care center is going to be pretty big. And again, this is also similar style. This is all similar kind of grunge. I don't know what to call it. The dirtiness as the rustedness of the shoot that Leon and Grace were just in. So I think I want to say this is the underground care center facility. Sorry, the care center. Rhodes Hill. I'm not gonna say the full name all the time, okay, boys? It's the Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center. I'm just gonna say the Care Center. Could be another nest. Yeah, that's what I theorized before, right? Care Center Secret Prison. Yeah, I think this is the only reason I say that, by the way, is just because the white clothing, right? This looks like a doctor's robes. This looks like this is Victor's experiments, and it seems like the only locations that we know of right now is the city, which we don't know what city it is. There's a city. It seems like that's just like the beginning area. We know of the demo area with Alyssa, right? So that was in Renwood Hotel, the city, and then we got Care Center and then Raccoon City. Those seems like 4 locations. I don't think we're gonna get more locations than that. Most RE games, that's like the extent of the locations. Like it kind of reminds me of like RE4 Remake, right? We got the village, the castle, and the island. Right, same thing with RE Village, right? RE8 Village. We got the village, the factory, the Castle Dimitrescu, House Beneviento. That was 4. Oh, and also the lake, I guess, where Moreau Salvatore is, right? So there's not that many areas, right? I think 4 seems to it seems to make sense, right? Same with RE2 Remake, right? I mean, you had R.P.D, OG, you had, the sewers in the remake as well. Then you had, the factory, I guess, and then the lab. I guess maybe the lab. Maybe 3 areas, I would say. R.P.D, sewers, and lab. Or nest. So yeah, 4 is a good amount. I don't think we're going to get too much. And it's worth noting, too, that the director did state the length of the game. It is going to be similar to, I think they stated 10 to 12 lengthwise. I think that's what they stated. I'm going to have to double check that. But 10 to 12, I'm pretty sure RE2 Remake was around this in your first playthrough. Obviously, second playthrough, you could do it in 2 hours and 1 hour. You know what I mean? You could just speed run it. We'll see. I don't know.
He grabbed you.
Okay, let's look around over here.
What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
So right now, what they're re-saying is the same meeting as when they were talking in the main hall, and then Victor's like listening with his night vision goggles. It's Grace, you're special, Grace. Okay, but so we know that. Okay, so this is interesting because we've seen this footage from before. This looks like it's obviously the chair where Victor's been kind of chilling this whole time and kind of looking. This is definitely the care center. We've seen Leon kind of peer through the screen, and we saw like him looking at pictures of infectees, right? This is where a lot of people were suggesting that Leon was infected. We've seen this. This is a screen that he's looking at. The interesting part, though, is that we've also seen, I think this is the same room, but we've seen it in 2 different angles. We've seen the camera look from this side, and then now the camera looking on this side, right? And we also see the camera looking on that side while he's like sitting in front of the computer, because that's when he sees Grace is on the computer, right? So this seems like Leon, when he's investigating the care center, he sees Victor's files.
He grabbed you for a reason.
Because there's that moment in the third trailer where it shows like Leon going like that, and you kind of see like his pumped forearms. You know what I mean? It seems like that was that scene, but looking from the other angle, if that makes sense. The chair ain't crusty enough to be Victor's, bruh. yeah. You could, if Victor sat on a chair, it looks like it'd probably be really bad. So yeah, big ass forearms. Yeah, Popeye forearms. We kind of see that. It's also interesting here too. I like how he kind of extends. He extends the handgun right away. We kind of see that. We've seen that a lot. Also, he also does it with one hand after he gets hit or after he's wrestled with like a zombie.
Did you find anything on Opus?
See, I like how he gets into that position, and then he also moves into, you know, the car system. So he goes from straight right to here, and then the car right. So here, and then he goes straight, right? There's these three kind of movements, which coincidentally we've also seen in we didn't see that fully in RE4 Remake. But in RE4 Remake, right, we only saw him going from here to, you know what I mean, to here. And then we didn't see him go from this part of the car system. But for this one, he does, so which is really nice.
Not yet.
Yeah, wait, let's see what this says. Report on Raccoon City Syndrome. This report outlines the current research on the latest onset T-virus syndrome, henceforth referred to as the Raccoon City Syndrome. Raccoon City Syndrome occurs when residual T-virus within the body mutates over a prolonged period of time. I have yet to find an effective treatment, and when it manifests, the results are fatal. Raccoon City Syndrome appears to develop through the following stages. Stage 0, dormant. The virus lies temporarily dormant within the host due to the presence of specino antibodies. As the virus is not completely suppressed, it begins to build an immunity to the antibodies over time. Stage 1, activation. The virus becomes active and black. Bruises like marks begin to appear on parts of the body. So that's very interesting. That's very similar to what Lady was just mentioning in the chat, right? It is very similar to T-Phobos. T-Phobos and how, you know what I mean? Like it activates. So people are already infected, but it activates later on, right, through fear. So I wonder what's the catalyst? What's causing the activation? So kind of going along with what I was stating before, this could still very well be that this new Raccoon City Syndrome isn't going to affect all of the heroes that we know. This could still be that, right? It could be that Victor Gideon is almost manufacturing, right? Are you saying I was manufactured? He's manufacturing this idea that there's a Raccoon City Syndrome. Now, it could be, but that also kind of gets negated because I remember seeing in one of the files that says that the new virus is actually sprung from Raccoon City. So that's why the whole city gets locked down. This was I stated this in my video where I kind of talked about Leon and his infection. So if you missed that, then I don't know what to tell you, but watch the content, boys. But anyways, yeah, it basically said there that they locked down Raccoon City. Now, this obviously could be due to Raccoon City Syndrome, but that could still be that Victor is manufacturing this idea that there's a syndrome. Because the only problem I have with the Raccoon City Syndrome is what's the activation? So Victor could still be activating. He could still be activating this with something else, right? With Elpis, I don't know. He's activating it. It could very well be that he's still the one activating, but everybody has, you know what I mean, the antibodies from the T-virus, the survivors, but they're just not all getting activated. So this kind of saves the whole idea that we're going to get everybody. This is going to be a reunion. We're going to get Joe. We're going to get Chris. We're going to get, you know what I mean? Sherry, not Sherry, but because like I said, Sherry has the G-virus, but we're going to get like all the Outbreak dudes. We're going to get like, you know, Leon and Claire. But the only problem I have with this is that it seems like the antibodies. Now, if we scrap this idea of Victor activating and that this is just the T-virus, and the T-virus is, you know what I mean, is still just, it has that attribute where people still have the antibodies. So even though, as mentioned, the main characters like Barry, Rebecca, Jill, Chris and RE1 or RE2, Leon and Claire, even though they're not actively getting bitten by zombies, that's just like the player, you know what I mean, getting hit, and that's just the game mechanic. But ideally, right, and canon-wise, none of the characters are getting bitten unless it's like explicitly stated in a cutscene, as discussed, like Jill getting infected by a nemesis, right, with Aniplaga and T-virus, right? Unless it's something like that. But going back to what I was saying, it could very well be that this is just a symptom of the T-virus. Let's just take this at face value and suggest that that's the case. So just being around zombies is just gonna give you that thing. But as mentioned, that doesn't take the activation out. I think since we don't know with the activation, Victor could very well still be the author of the activation. Very similar to Alex Wesker, right? And how she basically made the T-Vogos virus, right? So it does kind of scream Alex Wesker vibes. It kind of screams Alex Wesker vibes. Also, what the frick is with all the kids that we saw? That also screams Alex Wesker vibes. The reason I say that is because Alex Wesker was obviously part of the Wesker project, right? The Wesker children, right? She was one of the survivors of the Wesker children. So those kids that we saw later on, is Alex Wesker the big bad? If Alex Wesker is the big bad, that's crazy. Because like I said, 2 years ago, I literally made a thing saying 5 things Resident Evil 9 should do. And I have Alex there and Sherry. And I also say how Wesker could also come back. Like Albert. But that would be insane. That would be insane. Yeah, maybe a new Wesker children project. Exactly. You're picking up what I'm dishing out, lady. That's exactly what I'm insinuating here, what I'm implying. So that could very well be. That could explain why we're seeing all those kids, and that would actually be goated because, as mentioned, I don't really like that Victor. Victor to me doesn't seem like he's the big bad, right? I think he could obviously be somebody that's like the second in command, kind of like, you know. I'm trying to think of a good example. The only example I can think of is the dude from I forgot his name, from Resident Evil 5. You know, the guy. No, that's not a good example. The guy I was gonna say, the guy who like turns into a fish, but just like what is that called? Like a captain, like a second in command, like not the main bad boss, right? As Dante was also suggesting as well, right? But if Alex was actually, or aka Natalia, was the main big bad villain, that's why we have all those children, that would be interesting. That would just okay, I'm not even gonna say it, but that would be insane if I called it 2 years ago. That would be insane. I already have Sherry down pat that I called out 2 years ago, but if we got Alex, no, get out of town. That would be insane. But no, we're not gonna talk about new Wesker children. Resurrect Wesker. Yeah, it screamed Alex to me since I saw the announcement as well. Remember how Maggie was pretty much cosplaying her? LOL. Well, that's something I also theorized, lady. You were there. You were there when I theorized how Maggie, and thank you for re-bringing that up, by the way. Thank you. This is something I've like I said, I've had this idea for quite some time. But yes, I did suggest Maggie looked and was dressed like Alex Wesker. She was literally dressed like her. That's another Alex connection. Thank you for re-bringing that up, because I've there's so many videos that I've made, so there's a lot of content out there. But yes, I did state that as well, that, you know what I mean, Maggie, why is she? They've never done that, by the way, in the past, and I've stated this in my previous videos. They've never had an actor come back and kind of do like ads for the game or Resident Evil, unless they're like that's weird. Like the only reason that they would rehire her for that is if she was part, or she was voicing somebody in the game, or else like, well, why do that? I'm sorry, that's just like, the whole thing is new anyways. But yeah, the children being, you know what I mean, that we've seen, we're not even at the video yet, but this whole thing screams Alex Wesker. We'll see. And Victor says Grace is the liberation, the key. So maybe she is indeed an activator for the Raccoon City syndrome. That could very well be. Yes, that's a very good point that kind of goes on top of what I was saying, right? Yes, maybe Grace is the act, but I mean, maybe Alyssa was the one, because remember before we saw Alyssa was like the dude or whatever, and then maybe Alyssa helped activate. This is Alyssa, by the way. I'm not going to draw. Maybe Alyssa activated the 6. Remember how Leon says that there were 6 survivors? Sorry, Leon says 6 survivors have already died. Maybe Alyssa's blood was used to create to activate the 6 survivors that Leon discussed. And then it didn't work out. Maybe it wasn't strong enough to affect all of the survivors, but now it would. Now she's with Grace. right? With Grace, that would be something new so that they continue. Yeah, that's a very good. You're adding that right to the theory, but that would work, Mika. That would definitely work. Yeah, but like I said, if it does end up being Alex, I'm just saying it right now. If it ends up being Alex, my theories are goated. All right, I'm just gonna say it right now. Okay, if it does, and I called it 2 years ago, that's insane. That's insane. I already called Sherry 2 years ago. I called it 2 years. If it's Alex, that's insane. That's insane. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, I'm not gonna. That's enough glaze. That's enough self glaze. I'm just saying that would be insane. I would be flipping. Okay, I would scream. All right, the whole video would just be me just like, it's just like what? Did Capcom watch my video? What? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But anyways. Yeah, you can't take that away from me. I called it 2 years ago. We get freaking Sherry, right? Unless it's Ashley, that would be the funniest. That would be the funniest thing if this was Ashley, and then she just had short hair, and then it wasn't. But no, it's definitely Sherry. It sounds like Sherry. We'll find out in 15 days. Yeah, I'd be so happy. Yeah, that'd be sick, right? But yeah, because right now, I'll tell you right now, my theories that have gone right. I think we're going on 3 right now, and the game's not even out. I think we're going on 3. I'm gonna make a whole compilation of videos of the whole thing because, like I said, I don't know what else happens in the game, right? But I think we're on 3. Just spoiler alert, but that'd be sick if we were like it got confirmed, right? Well, yeah, we're on 3, possibly 4, because like I said, the previous video that I shot, I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, I just realized that I was writing stuff and you guys couldn't see what I was writing. Never mind. It's okay. I was just writing down my thoughts. Let's continue, though. Let's continue. Stage 2, development. The black marks spread further across the body, coupled with numbness in the affected areas. The marks extend to the internal organs, sometimes leading to hematemesis. What? Hematemesis. Let's look this up. What the frick is hematemesis? That sounds like a tomato style dish. Hematemesis. Okay, this is pretty brutal. Hematemesis is vomiting of bright red or dark coffee ground like blood, indicating upper gastrointestinal tract bleeding, usually from esophagus, stomach, or duodenum. It's a medical emergency often caused by ulcers, esophageal varices, or severe inflammation. Treatment involves immediate stabilization such as fluids, blood transfusion, and endoscopic procedures to stop bleeding. Peptic ulcers, wow, what the frick, yo, that's insane. What the frick, boys? So that's gonna add that. That's pretty bad. So it seems to me, my guess is that Leon, our boy Leon here, I think he's in stage 1 for sure. He's in activation. Leon is definitely in activation. Obviously, as the game progresses, he's definitely this is gonna get just like RE4 remake. Like I said, I don't think Leon is gonna die. I think that'd be the dumbest thing that could ever happen. That's not. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center. So it seems to me like Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center is the one researching this. That's interesting. This kind of goes with what I was theorizing just now. Because why is Rhodes Hill the number 1 guys that are researching this? Obviously, we know that that freaking Victor's the villain. So this would suggest that Victor is not only he's basically the one making the issue and then also making the cure, right? Like making the cure. Right, so I mean, every villain in the series, when they make a virus, they're making a cure. Or I should probably take that back. No, not every villain. There's villains that have it, that they just literally make the virus, and it's up to the good guys like Rebecca or whatever to make the antivirus, whatnot. But I wouldn't be surprised if Rhodes Hills also has the cure. Right, so kind of similar to like RE2 remake. You know what I mean? Like they have like the antivirus right there for the picking, and also RE3 remake, right? For Jill had the thing. Like I said, this is a huge staple in Resident Evil, or RE4 too. Like they had like Luis made the Luis made the machine so that they can get rid of the plaga right before it was fatal. So I think the same thing's going to happen, right? This is obviously going to progress. It's going to progress. So we're going to see Leon basically, you know what I mean? He's going to go around. He's going to be like a guy who has big freaking piping forearms. You know what I mean? Piping forearms out here. And, you know what I mean? Well, we got to make his hair. Got the, that's his hair. And he's going to be starting to throw up at times, right? He's going to be sick, right? That's going to happen for sure. 100% that's going to happen. Yeah, the villains always have a backup plan for their backup plan. Yeah, he has to be in the early stages of it. I wonder if it'll be like RE4. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly my point. He's definitely going to find the cure. That him dying, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, let's continue reading. It says, terminal, the black marks darken and spread across the entire body. Severe pain, intense fatigue make moving difficult. Vomiting of blood becomes uncontrollable. Patients of terminal stage typically die within 1 to 2 hours. Patients at the terminal stage. Wow. So that's definitely going to happen. So I think what they're saying is that, and this is, by the way, this is going to happen to Leon for sure. Obviously, he's not going to die, but I think this is probably going to be near the end of the game where Grace is going to have to help him, or Ada. Ada's definitely going to show up well, I never stated this, but I have stated this in my RE6 streams. I'm pretty sure I've stated this, but yeah, Ada is obviously, RE6 is a huge component of this game, which I love, by the way, because RE6, RE7, and RE8 all have issues in my opinion. Now RE8, all of them have issues. All of these games, RE6 too much action, RE7 too much horror, RE8 too much supernatural, Stranger Things, you know what I mean? Like flower powers. I don't like it, right? Vampires and werewolves, too much. Too much of all of these dip too much into their respective fields. But I like the idea of RE6. So going back to RE6, sorry, I lost my train of thought. That's what I was saying. Going to RE6, the thing with Ada, right, is that Ada and Leon's relationship was kind of left, you know what I mean? It was kind of left ambiguous. Now it's always left ambiguous unless we're talking about Resident Evil Damnation, sorry. Resident Evil Damnation is the only movie where it shows that we know that Leon and Ada were they were hooking up, all right? We know that. We 100% know that. That's the only movie that kind of tells us that, right? So, but the other thing too that's worth noting is that when it comes to Leon and Ada's relationship, Ada always got Leon's back. She always got my boy Leon's back. Always. So if Leon's about to die, Ada is definitely there to help him out. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. I don't write Resident Evil, but that's just the trope. All right, Resident Evil 2 Remake, she even came back from falling all dramatically, and then she freaking threw him a rocket launcher. RE4 threw him a rocket launcher. He was getting choked out by freaking Torres Mendez. She freaking helped him, freaking shot, all right? She's always helping my boy Leon, and vice versa too. Leon would always be there to help Ada, and that's what happened in RE6. That's what I wanted to say, right? Ada was being framed by Simmons, who was a creep simp. And check out the streams if you guys haven't. If you guys don't know the story, you guys don't want to play through RE6, check out the streams. I'm playing Ada. We're playing Ada's story right now, actually. And then we're going to be playing Sherry's, I think, maybe next week or a week after. So stay tuned. Join the Discord if you guys want notifications for that. But anyways, yeah. So it's a given. It's a given that Ada is definitely going to be there. And also people have been saying, I've been noticing people like TikTokers, shorts creators, they've been saying, oh, well, the producer and the director said that they're not going to add, too many characters. Okay, but that doesn't mean that there's not going to do a cameo or anything like that. Like I said, there's going to be fan service, but it's not going to be too fan servicey, if that makes sense. That's the only thing Capcom has specifically stated. They're totally coupled though, except the movies in Operation Javier. Yeah, there's instances where Ada isn't there, but you could also make the claim that Leon wasn't dying, though, right? Leon wasn't, dying he was dying in, Death Island, but, he had everybody else. Wasn't in Dark Side Chronicles. No, she was. Ada was in Dark Side Chronicles. They added like that whole section where she fights with the Mr. like not Mr. X, the Tyrant. She was. That's like the Ada where we see like fully bandaged, right? Only an RE2 flashback. You know your girl is about to come through for Leon. Yeah. Yeah, but Dark Side Chronicles, like Operation Javier, he doesn't Leon also wasn't in an Operation, what was it called? What was Operation anyway, Game of Oblivion. He wasn't in a Game of Oblivion either, right? He was only in Operation Javier and also in RE2 Remake. That's it. So Operation Javier, he was good. Leon was not like in the dying stage. I think the only thing that works is if it's Resident Evil Death Island, right? But my boy had everybody else, so he was good. Ada wasn't necessary for that. There has not to date been a Leon game where Ada hasn't been present. It's a good point too. A lot of people have also stated that, yeah, except for, like I said, unless it's like Operation Javier. Technically, you could say, but my point goes beyond that, right? I'm just saying that majority, when Leon needs help, Ada's there to help him. And Leon definitely needs help. So, I'm sorry, but Ada, hearing that Leon is sick before starting a mission, she's definitely going to be there. Definitely. Or that would be dumb if she wasn't. I'm just going to say it right now. I didn't change your stand-up, but it's official between Ada and Leon. So yeah, what did they say? It's complicated. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on Facebook. Yeah, who knows why she doesn't know he's in trouble or caught up in something. In a game though, it is a game. It's a game, all right. It's a beautiful story. She always doing sneaky stuff in the background. I want to be surprised if she's the first. Yeah, no, I definitely think she's gonna show up. It'd be poetic if Sherry was the one to cure them, the opposite of RE2. Well, it's interesting that Sherry is letting Leon go through this alone. I mean, Leon is the type of guy who would still do it alone, if I'm being 100% honest. So he'd be like, I'm sick, but whatever, I got this. But yeah, major game, sorry. All right, yeah, that's A. Yeah, you got to be specific, man. You got to be specific. Oh wait, I switched back to my streaming PC. Hold up. All right, let's continue. We've been on this for quite some time. The other thing too, okay, I'm back. Okay. I was like, am I on the right PC, bro? It's always confusing. Okay, Advanced Research Projects Division, U.S. Department of Defense. That's interesting too. So that means that Rhodes Hill was also working for Top Secret. If they were sending files to the U.S. Department of Defense, that's interesting as well. Like I said, I think Victor is playing a good guy, right? That's the thing. Victor is playing a good guy, but in reality, as mentioned, he's the one making the activation. He's making a demand and a supply. How do they say that? You guys know what I mean. And also, I'm writing supply as I'm writing activation. Just if FYI, I guess you were wondering what the hell I was doing. I was like, active supply. I wasn't fast enough. I'm on mouse, okay? I'm on mouse. Anyways, let's continue.
Nothing on the server.
Yeah, so see how everybody at the hospital has like white clothing? This is what I was saying before. I think that section is definitely there.
The CIA or the Pentagon.
Okay, so this is kind of that new footage. People were telling me about this with the Nintendo Direct or whatever, where Leon was missing all of his shots. This seems to have been a huge explosion, right, at the care center. So I haven't seen this footage. Oh, and those are the blister heads. Those are the blister heads. Yo, that's the new Crimson heads. Which I also call. No, I did call it. I did call that. Yes.
Not yet. Nothing on the server.
I'm so geeked about all the different types of stones. It's going to be much more diverse. Yeah. Leon is just a lone wolf. Yeah.
Servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
You. Yeah, Leon ain't missing his shots now, huh? Leon ain't missing his shots. All right, we're gonna rewind back because I want to hear what Victor is saying, but I don't really care right now. I want to look at this mutation here. All right. So if you guys are unaware, I did figure out that the director was kind of being a little bit sneaky when they were talking about the Resident Evil showcase. there was a thing there that kind of suggested that they're going to be mutating after the corpses, which I was like, wait, are we getting Crimson Heads? And we ended up getting Crimson Heads.
Ignorant.
So, anyways, so that's interesting. They almost look like liquors. They almost look like liquors. Is it just me?
You are an
They almost look like liquors and like, yeah. That's funny. Oh, dude, Stop it. Stop. All right. No, that's like RE6, dude. That's like RE6. So Leon can literally what? He can dodge, he can run too, and do freaking like back kicks. How do you activate that? He's literally sprinting. Wait. He's literally sprinting. My boy's literally sprinting. He's sprinting like Wesker, bro. He's sprinting like Wesker from RE5. Dude, also, what? Is that the eye? That looks hella creepy. Is that the eye of the zombie? The zombie's like, oh, hell nah. Hell nah. This guy doing freaking Bruce Lee kicks, bro. Also, what kind of kick was that? Let's actually look at that. So he's running and he does a spinning, jumping back kick. I think that's what it was.
Are an ignorant.
Yeah. This is super cool, by the way, as well. Now, I don't know what city this is. They don't specify what city this is. I was thinking it was somewhere East Coast because there's like metros and stuff.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, so here's interesting to part 2. This is what I was kind of stating before, right? When the first people were kind of talking about Leon being infected and how he's going to die. He's infected on both hands. The previous trailer in the car, we saw his looking at his hand, right? We saw him looking at his hand. I'm just drawing really quick. He's looking at his hand. That was the right hand, right? This is the left hand. So as mentioned, that's why he's wearing 2 gloves. So yeah, we already knew that he was infected. It's just interesting that it's because people are saying, oh, he's only wearing he's only infected on the left hand. I'm like, wouldn't he be infected on 2 hands? So anyways. Okay, now this is where things get serious. That looks really gross. Yes. They look like clickers. It works like Eder Wesker where you go close to them when stunned. Yeah, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's freaking sick, dude. I don't know what it is, but it looks it's like, yeah, it's sick.
Why me?
All the stinking crows.
The team has settled on a...
Yeah, so we've seen this before. This was actually Sherry. This was Sherry looking at his tracker. This is Sherry looking at the tracker. So he's going to Raccoon City. This is all of Raccoon City, right? I'm pretty sure if this is the map from this direction, I think Arklay Mountains is all of this. And then this is where the mansion was. Obviously, some people were suggesting that we're going to go back to the RE1 mansion. That doesn't make any sense because the mansion was completely destroyed. Unless the explosion didn't. But the whole point of the explosion was to hide evidence. And we already know that. That's already confirmed in RE2, RE3. You know what I mean? Like RE2's story already suggested that that's what happened. You know, like that's why nobody really believed the STARS team when they went back to Raccoon City. They were like, there's nothing here. There's no evidence. And why do I sound like Enrico? Why am I talking like Enrico? Anyways.
Person of interest.
Got the gas station. The gas station where Leon first starts his journey. We see the little sign over here. There's a little corpse here. Is the corpse is this the first zombie that gets like run over by like the truck? Or no? Giving off major vibes from Palmer, vibes from the Thing when he transforms. Are you talking about the what's it called? Well, I lost the name. I was gonna say the liquor Crimson Heads, the bloaters, bloater head. I lost the name. He ain't stopping for gas no more. Yeah,
a former T-virus
not in that Porsche.
Researcher.
So this right here, I thought first was Alyssa, but no, this is the little girl. It seems. This is the little girl, right? The little girl we see later who has like wide eyes. Okay, so this is definitely the care center. What does this guy have? Is he also Crimson? No, it looks like he has a bag over his head. This might be like a little mini boss or something, like a little like enemy type that's like a little bit hard. Like like almost like the Garradors. You know, like the Garradors, they kind of have like a little mask. Like, why is he looking like this? This is definitely the same care center vibe, like the whole sheets of paper, everything. Blisterhead, thank you. I lost the name. I forgot the name because I was thinking liquor and then bloater, and then I was like, I don't know what the frig. Thank you. Yes, the Blisterheads. I said it before. I just forgot. Thank you.
Made you who you are.
Now, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Now, as mentioned before, I think they're doing the Wesker children again. That's what I think. Wesker children. I think that's what's happening. But the little girl kind of looks... At first I was thinking, when I first saw the trailer, I thought, what if this is Evelyn? And I'm like, I freaking hate Evelyn. So no, I don't think that it's Evelyn. I think, like I said, Wesker Children 2.0 makes the most sense, right? I think Alex Wesker is starting the program again, or starting the project, I should say, Wesker Project. Wesker Children. I think that's what's happening. That's a weird, funny D. You guys know what I'm writing. Is she blind? Yes. Very good point. She does look blind, but if this is a girl that has powers and that has bonded well with the virus, she might have Natalia's like ability. You know what I mean? Like a Natalia could like see through, like she could like sense things. She's like in the spirit. She could like sense people's like auras, bruh. I wonder if that's why she's got like blind eyes. I don't know if she is blind, but... Or maybe she's like a failed part of the project. I don't know. I don't think they're bringing back Wesker. Seems like fan service if they do. Georgina the doll. Georgina, you need to lock in, all right? I'm not going to go back and explain everything again. It's okay. All right, now let's go here. Let's go back. Let's see. Yeah, so survivors are getting hit. This is cool because, like I said, there's never really been a time where we've seen characters kind of, you know what I mean? Like people are actively getting killed, and Leon is like in on. Like this is a recent outbreak, right? Is that a green herb? Anyways, so where this is happening, unless we're thinking of RE6, right? Where there was like a bunch of like people running away from the Jawavo, and then Chris and Piers, you know, they push the cameraman. They're like, get out of the way. BSAA business, right? So it's really, I like this. This is a cool scene. So you're seeing like survivors dying and stuff, which is really cool. We're gonna go back. Also, whoa. Why was that guy? Didn't Outbreak Star have silver eyes after they were cured? I don't know. I've never heard of that. Wait, what is this?
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming.
Let's go back. I want to see that one more time. It's really fast. Yeah, so this was also shown at the Nintendo. I kind of saw a clip of this on Twitter, but this was also shown. So not only does he parry, right? He's not just parrying just normally. So he also uses his axe like how you would actually use your axe as well, right? Like you're using that little cross there, that little to hook the weapon and just pull it out, yank it out, which is pretty nice. Also, it's interesting too that the enemies are using that. Interesting. So wait a second. This city right here, is that the city that he's in right now? Because obviously Rhodes Care Center is like in Rhodes Hill, right? So is that what this place is? Is this place called Rhodes Hill? And this was Raccoon City that got blown up? And the outskirts? What the frick is this? Is there a care center? Because we know that Rhodes Hill is like a town or sort of a city nearby Raccoon City, right? I'm pretty sure. We're going to look that up right now. 1 second. Just to confirm. I'm pretty sure. So is that, because like I said, they never stated what the place was called. So Rhodes Hill. We're going to search that up. So it's presumed to have been destroyed by the sterilization. So obviously Rhodes Hill is still alive. Is it a city? Location. Oh, it's in Raccoon City. I don't know. Never mind. Possibly destroy. Area gets later revisited by Grace. Yeah, I think maybe Rhodes Hill, because if the care center is still alive, but that was like in the outskirts, right? So it could very well be that Rhodes Hill was untouched, and that would kind of fit with that picture that we're seeing right now, right? That looks like a city that's untouched by the explosion. So that could be the case. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there as to what this city is called, because they haven't explicitly stated what the city's called. But also, we also saw like Leon driving up. So I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe not. Hey, it's just a thought. I really like if a zombie drops a weapon, Leon will have the ability to pick it right up, or at least so I heard. Yeah, we saw that with the chainsaw, right? Rose is Blondo, and was under Chris's protection. Wait, what? Grace's looking at her from the other side of the window. She might be saving her or something. I really like how the zombie drops. Yeah, I think it's Rose, because they have to tie in RE7 somehow and RE8 somehow. I don't think the Winter's storyline is finished, and it's cool too. But otherwise, what was the point of Rose DLC? Oh, I see. You're saying that that's Rose, but yeah, Rose doesn't have colored eyes like that. She does. No, Rose does not look like that. Rose had, yeah, just like how.
Of interest. The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Yeah, she's got literal white hair.
Gosh, my bastard.
Also, remember too, Shadow of Rose, when Grace uses her powers, she glows. Her eyes glow. So no, that's not Grace. The only reason people might be suggesting, if you guys are watching other people that are suggesting that, I can tell you right now, the reason they're suggesting that is because there was a really bad leak that came out that was suggesting that Grace, because this was an old leak. This is like from 2 years ago, that was saying that it was going to be in Singapore or something like that, and that Grace was going to be there, and they were cloning Grace. Sorry, I'm saying Grace. Sorry. Rose. I'm talking about Rose here. Sorry. Grace, Rose, it's all the same. No, I'm kidding. Rose is in Singapore, and they were using her genetics to like clone an army or something like that, right? So that's what they're trying to say, right? Espero que Rose y Leon logren salir con vida. Like I said, I don't think it's Rose. Yeah, also Rose is blonde, not white hair. Yeah, no, I don't think it's her. No. That's not Rose. Sorry, I don't buy it. I don't buy that that's Rose, because first off, what the frick is up with her eyes? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with her eyes? That doesn't make any sense. And also, by the way, we saw her looking like a baby, and she didn't have. Remember, Rose was a baby. Chris was holding her. She didn't have that. Also, if Rose is implicated into this game, then we would have to have Chris, which isn't the case. So no, they already confirmed, by the way, Chris is not going to be in this game. Therefore, Grace, I'm sorry, I keep saying Grace. Rose is not going to be in there, because obviously Chris is in charge of Rose. He's in charge of protecting her, right? So no, that's not the case. This is a completely new girl. So no. I remember when Skinwalker Dark Forest were in the game. Yeah, that was the first leak. That was in 2020. Damn it, no Boulder Punch and Aloha. Yeah, Alyssa died 8 years ago, and the girl looks like 8 years old. Yeah, and that's a good point. That's a better point. What if this is Alyssa, or they're trying to build a new kid, like a new Wesker children with the virus that are from these Raccoon City survivors, right, that are getting this syndrome, Raccoon City syndrome, I think that was what it's called. As mentioned, that would make more sense, and that would be kind of like Alex's Wesker Children 2.0. That's what I'm guessing here. But yeah, after further research, Daylight vaccine, the only physical side of it is changing of eye color. Peter Jenkins' diary states that he is skeptical on its effectiveness. Interesting. So yeah, interesting. So, but it would also kind of tie into with you know how Victor says to Grace, it's like, "You're special, Grace. You're special." You know, obviously he wants something with Grace. Now, my guess, very similarly to RE6 and how Jake was treated, Grace is being used to further activation, further the research on Elpis. That is what I think is happening. I think Victor wants Grace to further the research on Elpis, and obviously Grace is from Alyssa, right? That's the mom. She had daylight, but that's a good question. Does Alyssa have white eyes? Let's look at that. Let's test that right now. I have it on my computer, my PC. One second. By the way, boys, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like. Helps out a ton. Okay. Resident Evil 9. No, that she's got the same pupils as her daughter.
Who was it?
I mean, that look, what I'm saying here is that she doesn't have like freaking white eyes like the little girl. You know what I mean? She could be the embodiment of daylight.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude. Hello? Yes.
Yeah, she looks like a young, not mutated version of the big lady monster. Very good point. Yeah. She has the same gown. I'm sure all the kids have that gown on, so if not her, it's one of the kids that mutated. Very good point. Dylan and Lady. It's a very good point. That would mean that those kids that we saw are all failed, and that's what we were gonna get at. By the way, I was gonna mention that it seems like all of those kids, the ones with the red eyes, are all failed experiments. But why are they experimenting with kids? As mentioned, that gives Alex vibes. You know what I mean? Lady says, "Yeah." So I was suggesting that the kids with the red eyes were failed experiments, but that's a very good point that the big lady, the hag or whatever, also, you know what I mean, was yeah, no, she doesn't. So this is not the same as it's not the same as this little girl, because this little girl has literal white eyes. She doesn't even have any pupils. And that does wait a second. I think you guys are right. I think where did we see this? This was in the first trailer or the second trailer? Shoot. Where was the hag? The hag does have no, it was in the demo showcase. I don't have the demo showcase, but she does have white eyes. Yeah, it was in the first trailer and demo showcase. Hold up. Yeah, right there. You guys are right. Right there. You guys see that? You guys see that right there? She's got white eyes. Same gown. That's a good point. This is the same white hair. So this is obviously a failed experiment. But why are they experimenting on kids? Yeah, whatever. We're not going to write all that. Experimenting on kids. Why are they experimenting on kids? As mentioned, this is like the Wesker children. That's my guess. I'm just going to write cursive. The Wesker children. It's Grace's mom. No, it's not Grace's mom. No. Lock in, Q train. Lock in, bro. No, okay. Lock in, bro. You're saying stuff that happened like people were theorizing like months ago. No, man. No, as mentioned, this is the little girl right here. So this right here is the same little girl. It's not the same, but it's one of the little girls from this trailer, right? I think, lady, you're right. At best, it's a clone of her. I was gonna recommend too that it might have been a clone, but this is the same girl, right? The white. So it seems like it's either the same exact girl or they're experimenting on multiple children. Wait, I want to see whether the kids all look like her. If the kids don't look like her, then this is another Wesker children type 2, like 0.2. Let's see. I mentioned that the first time I saw those kids, Giant Monster Lady, definitely a failed experiment on one of them. Yeah.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
The hag and the little girl Emily are failed. What do you mean, little girl Emily? Are failed versions of cloning Grace? LOL. What's up, Jimmy? Maybe all the kids are second generation or raccoon survivors, and there's some genetic mutation Gideon is interested. So.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk.
Yeah, he's got the snakeskin outfit. We kind of saw him there. So wait a second. You remember how I said this last time? You remember how last dissection video that I had? That was the last one, right? I mentioned how it seems that Victor... Yeah, it was the last... The one before the live action. When I did the order of events. It seems like this right here, Gideon, is when he was looking... Because you see how right here... You guys can't really see, but right there, you can kind of see... This is when he was hiding around the corner and he shut the lights and closed the door on Grace. And he was looking in night vision. And remember, Leon was kind of looking. He was looking like down the hall and stuff. Remember how I said, I think Leon's going to get his freaking butt kicked. All right. Now, the only reason I suggested that is because we don't know what this guy has. This guy obviously is infected. Right? That's a given. He looks disgusting, right? He looks really gross. So he obviously has Alpha's infection, is what I'm assuming. I don't know. But what powers, if he's bonded correctly with the virus, what powers does he have? Does he have super strength? And if he's got super strength, then it doesn't matter. Leon is a pretty good, gifted fighter, right? But he would still get the drop. He would still kick his ass. Like Victor would still be able to handle Leon, right? Very similarly to how, you know, when Leon's fighting superpowered guys, like for example, Maria, Gomez, you know, there were certain fights where Leon was still handling himself, but you know what I mean? At the end, Leon won after, you know, I think the second final fight with Maria in Resident Evil Death Island. You can even go back to Torres Mendez when Leon was a little bit, you know what I mean? He was just starting his career. So I don't know though, right? I mean, I don't know. I like the only reason is because remember before I was suggesting that Leon would have to, like, he looks like he wakes up in the attic, right? Because when he's up in the attic and he pushes the thing down or whatever, he's missing his jacket. Usually he's missing his jacket either he's moving to a new location, which we know that's not the case because that's like RE6, right? When he went to Hunnigan, we're going to China, right? That's when he changed his clothes from the leather jacket to, you know what I mean, the blue shirt and the stuff, right? His second outfit. That's not, or he gets knocked out. So this is why I'm suggesting. Now I thought this is what I was bringing up, right? I was like, either Leon gets dropped here, he gets jumped by Victor, and he gets knocked out, and he's like, "You're not special, Leon. You're not special." And then he's like, "You're getting in the way of my plans with Grace, and I can't have that. You're in the way, Leon." And then he just chokes him out, or I don't know, he freaking punches him, and then drags his body up to the attic, right? And that's when we get that scene where, because Leon then gets the shotty, and we know that it's not too far off from this scene, right? So logically, something has to happen where he gets brought to the attic. Maybe he gets like handcuffed, you know what I mean? Something like that, like in RE4, or he gets knocked out. You know, this is why I'm kind of saying that, right? Where was Grace at the end of the track? I hope she didn't die. AJ, what's up, man? Prince Puma, I like your name. My theory for that is Victor's line, "My master made you into who you are," has to hint that Grace is a clone. Emily and the hag also have the same color hair Grace does. The hag also, Emily and the hag also have the same color. I don't know who Emily is. Is Emily the little girl that you're talking about? It has to be. But where'd you get the name Emily? Denise Williams. It's funny because nobody's really noticed this, but go through the trail and listen to Slow. You can hear her say Grace. She has her name and when she's putting her down the hallway before Leon. Oh, so they mentioned it in the hallway? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Didn't the big chunk enemy also have white eyes? Yes. Very good point. I really can't wait to find out how crazy the storyline is. Ooh, okay, wait, hold up.
I'm coming with you.
We're going back. Okay, wait. Gosh, there's so many scenes. There's so many scenes. So this is what we were talking about. This is the scene where Leon kind of lifts up Grace, right, into that little hole area. And I don't know if this is the sewers in Raccoon City or if this is still the care center. I'm assuming this is the care center. So that scene right there. Remember when Leon was like, take this, take the Magnum. I think he gets jumped by Victor. This seems like it's a flashback. I'm going to play the speed super low. I'm going to turn on the volume or it's going to sound super bad. So this is a flashback from Umbrella. Huh, so that's what it was. So this looks like a nest we haven't explored yet. Do you guys recognize this nest? I don't remember seeing this nest. It kind of gives me RA3 remake vibes, but this red thing at the door doesn't seem right. So like I said, it kind of goes with my other theory that this is where Nemesis was laying down. Reminds me, exactly, lady. Yes, it reminds me of RA3, but it's not fully, if that makes sense. I also don't remember this red thing here. So the intro of RA3. Oh, the intro. Yeah, a little bit too. Yeah, but that looked like it was in a building where they were working on Nemesis. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I don't remember the red thing though at the end of the door, but yeah, that scene for sure. And then we have the Umbrella logo. Now we've seen this at Modern Times, so it seems like we're gonna come back here, right? But it's funny because, okay, hold up. Is that Houndwolf? Is that Houndwolf? That doesn't look like it's UBCS or like Hunk's team. Umbrella, like, so that doesn't look like Umbrella. That looks like the Houndwolf squad from RE8. This is something that I theorized too before. You know how I was gonna say Wesker. You know how Victor Gideon's kind of goggles look like that? This whole outfit is the same as the Houndwolf squad. First thing you know was Hunk's Team USS, but the mask is very different. It sticks out here and over here. It's very blurry though, so it's kind of hard to tell, right? But this looks more like Houndwolf. So maybe that old theory that I had was true. Yeah, Chris is back. No, that doesn't automatically mean that Chris is back. Because just because it was Chris's team doesn't mean that we're going to see Chris. The director and producer already stated that Chris isn't going to be coming back. I'm pretty sure. They specifically said that. I think the dude in the beginning in the hood is Spencer. We know it's not Victor because he's a lot smaller. Yeah, that's a very good point. In the second trailer, when we saw Alyssa and what's her face and Grace kind of going through the Renwood Hotel, there was a different guy. So that would indicate that but he moved very similarly to Victor. So yeah, as mentioned, I think there's multiple guys. I stated that last dissection. I think you're onto something with the Wesker theory. The old one, wheelchair from R7 has white eyes. Oh yeah, very good point. Yeah, but I don't think it has any connection to Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil 8 in that sense. With the Winters family. That's just part of the leak. That was 2 years old. So, and that's only if you take into account that that Rose is somehow connected. Interesting. So there's like a little clock thing in this thing. Yeah, this is a new nest, by the way. This is what I was talking about before. This is a new nest. Now, what's interesting about this is that even though they're showing flashbacks, right? We see little kids. What the frick? Now, what's interesting about the little kids? What do they have? They have the same outfits. They have the same outfits as that little girl. What's her name? Emily, you guys were saying? Same outfits. Who is this guy in the back? That looks like a dude. That looks like there's a guy behind there. There's somebody here. There's someone right there. Who the hell is behind there? They look like... Yeah. Now, what's interesting is that same eyes, same face. Obviously, they look like something happened with their brains. Really messed up. So, but how many of this? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. The one with the hurl, and also the hag. So that's 7. It looks like a doctor in the back. Yeah. Yeah. As mentioned, this is giving Wesker Children 2.0 vibes. I'm not kidding, boys. This is giving Wesker Children 2.0. This is literally 2.0 of Wesker Children. They all have stitched foreheads. Their brains have been altered, I guess. Yep. And guess who also was doing weird stuff with consciousness? Alex Wesker. Right? So, I don't know, man. This is weird. This is weird. I don't know. Had my target going to a new nest. Yeah, that's something that I theorized in the previous long time ago, months ago. But yeah, so yeah, that could very well be the case, right? So it seems like right now they're showing flashbacks. Now, I don't know how far away this flashback is. Mostly because here's the thing. These flashbacks aren't like from Raccoon City. And the reason we know that, look, I'm going to show you. The reason we know that is because, look, this is old. This is old. All of this is old stuff, right? That means that this has been years since this nest has been entered. But remember how I mentioned how my theory with the nest is that Victor Gideon goes there, and so that's the reason they go back to Raccoon City to go and find that nest that Victor has been, operating in. Now, this new Wesker Children theory is very interesting as well, right? So it could be that the big bad is Alex Wesker, and then Gideon was helping do the new Wesker Children project, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? But this shows right now that this is not a flashback to when the nest was opened. This is modern times. This might be a couple of years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, but it's not. But then we see an explosion here. So like I said, this is modern. This is not 1998. This is now. Roughly around. But there seems to be some sort of explosion. What is this explosion? What the frick is this? I don't even know what room this is. This is not from a previous game. This looks like an energy weapon. What is this? Boys, what the frick is this? I don't know if this is like an energy field, like an arc reactor of some sorts, or if this is like the facility is exploding. Because we obviously know that, like I said, the nest, we knew that in the live action they said that there was a facility. This seems like it's the facility, right? Was there an explosion that happened in the facility? No, because we know that they're going there on modern times. That's why we see, you know what I mean, the umbrella logo, right? We saw the umbrella logo, whatever. Nuclear react. Yeah, is that what that is? Remind me of the lava area in OGR2 for some reason. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. We're in Dark Side Chronicles, right? Which also kind of reminded me of like RE6. But anyways, the little girl is Elpis, but they're using Grace's blood either to cure her or to mutate her further. The little girl obviously doesn't have what Leon or Victor has. Yeah, no. But as mentioned, I think that's just the different infection. Yeah, definitely. I love Rose. I wanted more content from her. We could still get more content from Rose, but it's not happening anytime soon. There's also a little clock thingy. This looks like those like little... This doesn't look like it's raised up, and I don't know. It could very well be. Like, this is in the nest. What the frick is that? Ew. Do you guys see that? Those like freaking claws. This looks, by the way, this looks like it's the care center. Care center again. Care center, just because we saw Leon fighting with a bunch of snipers, so this seems like it's a boss. Blisterhead, probably fully mutated. This is definitely a mini boss. Yeah, see? Oh, right there, we actually see it. We actually see it right there. That's the blister head. It kind of gives me like Laker vibes a little. We can only see part of it, but yeah. And like I said, this is the part where he's sniping. What's interesting is that this looks like it's a chapel. This is definitely a chapel. So this is a boss fight. Leon in that section, once something happens in the care center, he goes to the chapel. Also, is he throwing? No, he's not throwing his axe. He's throwing the axe of these. So he just took down a zombie and then picked up the axe and is chucking it. What's that over there? Is that another zombie there? Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it looks nasty. It almost looks like a shark or something. Is it just me? Kind of gives like shark vibes. Like, you know, like when sharks, like they open their mouths? You know what I mean? Like it kind of looks like that. Yeah, but I'm thinking, is that a statue or is that a zombie too? I think that's a zombie. Blister heads have no eyes. They're definitely clicker type enemies. Yeah, I don't really... they kind of look like a shark head here. Like I don't really see no eyes. Too. Yeah, you're right. Gives me RE6 boss vibes in that shirt. Yeah, a lot of RE6 connections. And I love it. I love it. Like when he's fighting Lapatitsa. Natalia, who was Alex Wesker's conscious, would be 24, so maybe she's reviving the experiments. Exactly, yeah. We also don't know the timeline. Some people are saying it's 2026 because they saw a calendar. I saw one commenter say that a long time ago, so I'm not entirely certain. But yeah, 2024, whatever. That's... yeah, it could still very well be that case. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we saw him now. Just so many scenes, yo.
I don't want...
yeah, so this is definitely a boss fight. Look at that. There we go. We saw full. He kind of looks like the Nemesis. So we got another blister head here. Got a normal zombie here. And then we got these 3-eye sacks, or just sacks, right? Which we know those are the weak points. But yeah, it does. What was that big chungus in Last of Us? You guys are mentioning Last of Us a lot. It does kind of give off that, what's that called? Like the big guy. But this looks kind of like Nemesis. Like the eye deformation, like the deformed head kind of gives off Nemesis. Is it just me? It's like the glob of mud. Well, definitely looks like explosive enemy. The blister heads have no idea. Yeah.
Regrets.
Wait, did he shoot the blister?
What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets.
Oh.
Whatever it takes, count me in.
Wait a second. What the frick is this? What the frick did we just see? Wait.
More regrets. Whatever.
So this is Grace after she wakes up, right?
It takes...
she looks like she's in a different location. This is that same hag, but I don't think it's the same one. Look, also, is that a watch? Is that a watch? No, that's a shackle. That's like she was like prisoned or something like that, right? Yeah, we saw that in the first trailer. I was just gonna say, is that another Alex connection? But no, I think that's just like the shackles or whatever. You know, I think that's what it was. But what's interesting though is this is a different location. This is Grace after she meets Leon. So that means that either there's multiple of these. Either there's multiple of these stalker enemies of the little girls, right, that are running around, or this is the same one that Leon killed. Also, very interesting note, she has like a little cranium kind of split there, while the other kids had like a split on the horizontal. So, wait a second. Now, the only reason I know this is after she meets Leon is because she's got the Requiem. Yeah, she's got the Requiem right here. Requiem. So, this means Grace fights two or multiple of these little kids that turn into these monsters, or this is the same one that Leon shot up. Now, I'm going to go with the first theory that this is going to be multiple of these little kids, because obviously we saw like what, 7 kids that all had like the weird thing with the red eyes, right? So yeah. Or like you can't actually exactly. It's either or, but I think there's going to be multiple. Is like what Lady's saying. I think there's more than one, which is kind of hype. That's kind of hype because I think That was a little disappointing that Leon just came up and just shot her in the face, right? Also, here's the thing too. Another counterpoint to this being the same one is that Grace already got the Requiem from Leon. So that means that since Leon, it literally took him 3 shots to kill this thing. So this thing isn't that tough against a Requiem. Now, it seems like the Requiem is going to be harder to find bullets for because it's a literal Magnum. I know it's technically a handgun, but it's playing like a Magnum. So, yeah, so she shoots it. It only takes, what, 3 shots? I'm pretty sure Leon took. Where is this? This looks like it's underground. This kind of looks like a different location. I don't know where this is, boys. I think this is the nest. I think this is the nest. The architecture is all different. First I was gonna say, is this the care center bottom level? I don't think so. I think this is. Yeah, I think this is later on. Kind of confirms the theory of clones failed experiments. Clones or failed experiments. Yeah, was that the theory of... You're talking about the leak? Or the theory? I don't know. I've never heard of a theory of the clones.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah, this is definitely Sherry. I know I was joking that it'd be like hilarious if it was Ashley. But no, like she has the same gloves as Sherry. Wait. Is Sherry infected as well? No. Sherry wouldn't be infected. She has the G virus, right? She's good. She's not infected. The theory that the monsters are kids. That's what I said earlier. She wears gloves like Leon. Maybe her virus is pushing it a little bit more than the normal, but yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's good here is that Leon hasn't reached stage 3 or 4. The reason is because we know that the infection spreads, right? He starts getting black spots everywhere, and then also internally, and he'll start getting sick and start vomiting. So he's only stage 2, which is good. So that means that he's still good at this point. Yeah. All right, let's watch it again. One more time. We'll do one more part. We've already talking an hour and 32 minutes. An hour and 32 minutes, boys. What the frick? I think this might be the longest dissection. I mean, I know there's like a section there where I like, yeah, like this is gonna be a long video to edit. I don't have an editor, boys. I am the editor. I'm the guy that's gonna have to stay late at night and edit all this. It's okay though. I think I'll just post it. If I'm being honest, I don't know. We'll see. Hold up.
6 survivors of Raccoon City home.
Just watch it one more time, okay?
That's 6 now.
NJ says so that wasn't the end of Requiem. No, I don't think so. I think it's the last section of Requiem.
From the same thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
See, right hand there.
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Opus?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time. settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Because my master made. Because my
team has settled on a person of interest. The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Interesting. So Victor was a T-virus researcher. So not only did he buy the Umbrella facility, or Umbrella, sorry, like the Umbrella-owned Rhodes Hill Care Center, he was also an ex-employee. Right? He's a T-virus researcher. I mean, technically, it doesn't mean that he's Umbrella. It could also mean that he was just like a fan, and he was just a researcher that studied the T-virus. Because it says T-virus, it doesn't necessarily mean that he was working for Umbrella, right? Like I said, it does mean that it could be that he's like the world-renowned T-virus specialist, right? Like he's still studying the virus, but secretly he's also making it. He's making a new virus, right? He's making Elpis, right, which is a new variant of it. So I think that's what it means, because obviously he is working with the government, because that's the government. You know what I mean? The Department of Justice was receiving that letter from him. I'm afraid Clara's dead. No, I don't think Clara's dead. No, they never do. Yeah, no, I don't know where you're getting that, man, but no, I don't. Clara isn't dead.
Because my master made you who you are.
Because my master made you who you are. Because my master made you who you are. What does that mean? It could just mean that, yeah, well, right there, breaking that down, it's clear that Victor isn't... Oh, you know what it could mean also? It could mean that the other guy, remember the one that killed Alyssa? There's a guy that killed Alyssa. That guy is Victor's boss. Or like his master. It could be that, because there's obviously two guys. One guy that was in a Renwood Hotel that killed Alyssa, and then there's Victor. It could be that Victor is working under that guy. Or it could be the Wesker Children 2.0, but we had Alex Wesker. And that's a stretch, though. It's a stretch. So I don't know. But that's the most logical, I think. Just based on what he's saying. That's my guess. Spencer, nope, it's not Spencer. It's already been I guess I was gonna say Capcom did say Spencer is not Victor. Because some people were saying that Spencer is Victor. People were saying, oh, Victor is Wesker, like, which was crazy. People were saying that. I don't know. I overheard this in like I don't know. I don't know where people were coming up with this. They were saying that all that was Capcom said no. Capcom literally said stop. Capcom said stop. Stop it. It's not. You guys are wrong. That's what they said. So yeah, maybe it is. It could be. Yeah, it could very well be. But like I said, I like the idea that it's not Victor. So obviously, that statement, what it definitely states is that he's not the final boss. He's not the final boss.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
And talk. Who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah.
Still, you see some Marvin Skeleton. See Marvin Skeleton would be hilarious, bro. Some Marvin Skeletons would be so funny. That'd be so funny. That would be crazy. He still saw Marvin Skeleton. That would be hilarious, boys. 83 people are watching. Sheesh. Make sure to leave a like, boys. That's insane. Appreciate the support, boys. Appreciate the support. Yeah, it seems to be a situation. Funny and sad. Was Nathan Dempsey in the photo with Gideon? Was there a photo with Gideon? Maybe I missed it. Let's look at it again. Then okay, let's look. A final shot is so mint. It might be the RE8 session where they reveal the first major antagonist, like revealing Lady D for all promotions in RE8. That's exactly, yeah. Because like I said, I think Victor is not the final boss. He's too lame to be the final boss. So yeah.
The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Because
he went bald and wears glasses. Yeah. I think I know where. It's like when they start showing the pictures really far, like really quickly, right? It's coming up.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
I'm coming with you. Is Grace just gonna sound like that the whole game? I don't know what's happening.
Can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes.
I know, right? On the third trailer. Oh, okay. Is he bald? He's not bald, though. He's not bald now. Wait, you're saying that he's bald? He has hair.
Count me in.
I kind of like her cute little stutter. I don't know. We'll see. So far, I keep hearing it.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah, seeing Sherry have the gloves is concerning. That's concerning to me. Yeah, that's concerning. Just receding hairline a little. Okay. Okay. Yeah, could very well be. All right, they release new images in the Resident Evil 9 website. Is that where? Where are these images that you speak of? On Twitter? Let's see, characters. Oh yeah, they have a little girl. Is that Emily? That's where you guys got the name from. One of you guys. Grace finds trapped in the care center. She's extremely pale and skinny. Nathan Dempsey. Okay, so this is where you guys are getting the names from. Nobody was telling me. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Yeah, he's got hair. He just has his big freaking goggles, but he's got hair. Yeah. A young girl for Grace trapped within the care center. Oh, so that was the care center where she saw. Yeah, because it looked like Grace was looking at her through. Oh shoot, you guys aren't seeing what I'm saying. It looked like Grace was looking at her through the glass, right? But this is Emily. Nathan, Grace's supervisor at FBI, though he knows that Grace is still on by the death reminder, he has entrusted her to investigate the recent string of deaths. And we see that. So it seems to me like the deaths that she's investigating is the deaths of the new outpost, like the Raccoon City syndrome. And then obviously Leon is going to go speak with Victor. Primary suspect in the strange deaths plaguing the United States. Sources indicate he once specialized in T-virus research at Umbrella. Oh, so there we go. So that specifically states that he is an ex-employee. He is an ex-employee. Oh, so that changes things. Yeah, that changes things. Now, yeah. Now, like I said, now you guys were saying before that it could be mentioning that he was saying my master. But master indicates, like, he didn't say my old master, right? He just said a master. That could be somebody else. And who else could it be? As mentioned, I have a theory that I said 2 years ago. Leon says 6 survivor incidents are dead. Do you think it's just going to be outbreak survivors? I don't think so. I think it's just going to be randos. Yeah. I don't think it automatically means Spencer, because Spencer's been out of the picture since 2006. So that would be weird for him to say, you know, you would want to say my old master. Master implies that he's getting orders right now. You know what I mean? So this changes things. This guy, like I said, he is definitely activating. He's definitely activating. I wouldn't be surprised if Victor was the one that has the possible cure. But also, it's interesting that he wasn't a primary suspect, because that's what it's saying right now. He's the primary suspect right now. But it seems before, the United States government was the DOJ, Department of Justice, was actually asking for his help. So that's why he was in the clear to do his research at the care center, right? So that's why Leon is there. You know, he's that's why Leon is there. But it's like, but then obviously he is the primary suspect, because he's like, why is everybody getting sick? Well, we got to talk to Victor. Victor's being a complete weirdo. You know what I mean? He's kidnapping people, you know. But obviously it seems like the government isn't aware of all of that. Wait, is that how I increase? How did I just increase that? Oh, wait, you can increase it like that? Yo, this program is awesome. I can do it with the mouse wheel. So I can make it really big, or I can make it really small, just like that. I didn't know that. Oh, I can just go. That's actually sick. Okay. Yo, this program's pretty good. I didn't know. Sorry. Alex is the one that comes to mind. Yeah. Well, this is the Sounds of the Lambs, one of the major inspirations, and Emily Behind the Mirrors is like Hannibal. Yeah. The only alive master is Brandon Bailey. Who is Brandon Bailey? Tell me who Brandon Bailey is. I'm not seeing no Brandon Bailey. Brandon Bailey, is that the second guy? Is that who you, is that the guy that killed Alyssa? Who is Brandon Bailey? That's what I suggested before too, right? Outbreak character? The Connections, I think. Who the hell is Brandon Bailey? Wait, why can't I get out of this? Oh, there you go. Brandon Bailey was a virologist and protege of Dr. Marcus, becoming one of the founding members of the Umbrella Pharmaceuticals. Like many founding members, Bailey was excised from the corporation official on the whim of ICU Oswald, after which he found the Connections crime syndicate. I see. Bailey was born in uncertain, though it may have been shortly before during the Second World War, estimated by him being university age. Yeah, you know what? We haven't heard anything from the freaking Connections. Like, they brought it up in Resident Evil 7, but do I think the Connections is going to be brought back? I don't know, dude. Like, it could be. Like, but it's like, dang, like, the Connections, like, you know what I mean? Like, like, if it happens, that's great. But if it doesn't, like, that's kind of lame too, right? Because, like, we had Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, you know what I mean? But it's like, come on, you know? I just checked the BOW research group photos in the original remake. Nobody that looks like Gideon, so they didn't get Gideon character from there. The founder of the Connections. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if the connections is gonna make an appearance. If it does, fine, that's great. If it doesn't, then let's like whatever, you know what I mean? Oh wow, whoa, ResidentEvil.net is fast, yo. Look at ResidentEvil.net, yo. They're hella quick. Hella quick. Shout out to not ResidentEvil.net. Or sorry, Resident Evil Wiki. I'm tripping. Shout out to Resident Evil Wiki, all right? They follow the channel. They're super nice. Yeah, I use them. I use their website all the time. I'm saying ResidentEvil.net, Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil. Yeah, I only had 6 hours of sleep. Okay, I had 4 hours, but I took a 2-hour freaking power sleep before this video because I knew it was going to be intense if we got something. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 46 minutes, and my video is going to be almost 2 hours. No, I don't think it's going to be 2 hours. I think it's probably going to be an hour or maybe 20 minutes. I hope. Got a lot of editing to do, boys. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? I always do this. Go support the video, okay, guys? Go support it, okay? I know you guys are getting like the early access, okay? You guys are seeing me shoot it live. But go support it, okay? Because it takes a long time, okay? It takes a long time to edit. I don't have an editor, okay? I'm not like a big content creator who's like, oh yeah, editor, he's editing it for me right now. No, it's literally me, okay? I have to go, I gotta go eat some food because it's like 6. And then after I gotta like take like a break. And then I'm like, okay, now I gotta go edit. And tomorrow I'm gonna be hella busy. So it's like, so when am I gonna have time to do editing? Yeah, editing is tough. That's why I say editing is hard, but my editing isn't like too much. Like for instance, like my YouTube friend Virus the Virus, shout out to Virus. Virus does some freaking real hardcore editing. That man is insane. Okay, the amount of editing that he does is insane, bro. He'll take like 20-hour footage, condense it to like 20 minutes or like 40 minutes. That would make me sick. All right, I'm sorry. I like editing, but not too much, okay? Like an hour and 50, like almost 2 hours is already too much. That's like a podcast, man. That's way too much, okay? But yes, I don't have an editor that's like, editors edit for me right now. I don't have that. All right, live stream, yeah. Yeah. Oh, bless you. Yeah, that's why I'm saying go support the video, okay? Go support it. But I appreciate everybody for stopping by. You guys are goated. I know we watched the state of play. I am excited for the Tactical Octopus action game. Obviously, Resident Evil 9 is releasing in a couple weeks. Super hyped for that. I am going to be streaming this Saturday, so stay tuned for that. If I have any other videos that I want to make, if we get any more news, you guys want to pay attention to that because I do shoot my videos live because it's the only time I have to basically do stuff, or else I'd just be shooting this off stream. So then you guys would have to watch the video. You guys would not have to watch me. No, I'm kidding. That would still be more work. Honestly, if I was not shooting this live and I was just shooting this on my own, like by myself off stream, it wouldn't be as fun. But it would still be 2 hours. I'm not gonna kid. I would still be 2 hours. It's not like me shooting it live changes anything because I'm not really making mistakes here. I'm like saying everything that's coming to mind, right? So it's just a lot because that means a 2-minute video takes me 2 hours to dissect. Obviously, there's some sections that I'm talking to you guys. So that like extends the video, but like whatever. Even live for almost 3 hours. No regrets. I'll play it and like the video comment. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. I don't have an editor, okay, guys. It's just me, okay. I'm just one man, okay. I'm just one man. It's hard, okay. It's tough. But anyways, boys, I think we're gonna stop there. Make sure to leave a like right now. If you guys have a Twitch channel, go support on Twitch. As mentioned, I am going to fix the notifications on Discord if you guys want it. I am going to fix that. Thank you. Thank you so much. There's so many names. I'm trying to think of the person that told me that it wasn't working. It was on Twitch. It was someone with the name with the C. Somebody told me, thank you. I think, was it Crux? I'm trying to think. Sorry, I've been seeing so many names in the past 3 hours, so it's hard. It's hard. It's with the C. Thank you. I appreciate you for letting me know that it wasn't working. But anyways, see you, boys. See, it was Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, it's like it was with the C. It was with the C. Yeah, I got partially right. Looking forward to the next stream. Yes, like I said, on Saturday. Appreciate you, Crystal. Appreciate it. I'm gonna fix that. But anyways, Saturday. See you guys then. And yeah, I'm out. See ya, boys. See ya. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Appreciate you guys becoming HC members as well. Shout out to Dante and as well as Mimi. You guys are awesome. See ya, boys.